All right, y'all, it's time. Challenge is about. Vultures, man. They're here, ready and waiting as. Yeah, can already tell. This is going to be crazy. All right, so queue is starting to fill up. It is halfway full. We are taking 8 tonight. We're back to our usual 8. Of course, we got Martz here. The new handle, Martz Crusher. Oh my goodness, that is a much needed name change, I would say. Rip Big Mach C, as I believe that was supposed to be pronounced. I don't actually know how it was originally pronounced, but it is now Martz Crusher, so yeah, who cares? Okay, how many we got going on here? We got 6 in the queue right now, because I think Dan needs to go later. So the Dans, all right? Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're just gonna go 1, 5. There we go. There we go. So hopefully that is all good with Dan Weller, who is on a train. Yeah, taking 2 more matches in this queue tonight. So the 2 Dans will do battle at match number 5. So 3 spots left. What do you mean 3 spots left? One of us cannot do math. Hold on. Which one of us cannot do math? Was a match removed? It says there's 6 matches here. So, assuming that there is not something wrong, there are 2 matches remaining in the queue. And of course, tonight we're going to be kicking off with M. Ferk versus Richard Wolf the 6th. Because again, had to move some things around. So, yeah, that'll be happening first. Of course, Ellery Stacks looking for a opponent here. Although, wait, is that match number 8 taken? Okay, yeah, so queue is full. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Wow. Rapidly filling up. And of course, I unfortunately cannot take any more than that. I know. But, yeah. For those who are looking to get in, of course, this will be the last episode of the Monday or Friday until Reckoning, as we got the holiday weekend coming up, so that's going to be a little crazy. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and go get set up for, what do you call it? M. Ferk versus Richard Wolf the 6th. Again, my apologies, like I said. I got laundry I got to do tonight, and you know, because I'm getting ready to go away for the weekend, so things are messy around here. Are there friendlies Thursday? Ask Sonny, but that would be entirely up to him. I'm assuming that there is. So, either way, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get set up. Yeah, because we gotta start this thing at some point, right? Maybe we don't. I don't know. Or we could just sit here all night, but I don't think that's what the people want. I'm gonna give the people what they want, and that is some high octane content. So yeah, we'll be right back.
Best Music Compilation.
All right, everybody. Wow, what a awful sound. What was that? That was your host, the Burb Wizard, here for some more Monday Night Friendlies. It's time. Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is we are. It is Monday evening. Deal with it. Because it's time now for some Monday Night Mayhem. And already, we've got ourselves a full queue. Because, as usual, it is filled up like crazy right at the beginning. So let's go ahead, let's get some introductions, please. Charlie, where you at, my friend? Right here, there you are. Here we go, introductions, please. On the red side, he is, of course, a guy who's been working his way up the ranks here in the world of classic Tetris, showing up on many of friendly shows as of late, and of course most recently made his way out to the Waco qualifier out in Texas. Had a decent run there. He is Amphic. His opponent over on the blue side, a former Division 9 legend. Well, he's still a legend in my eyes, as he played in the greatest Tetris match of all time on the Classic Tetris League channel up against Ben Famir. And tonight, he looks to show you that he still reigns supreme against Matt here. He is Richard Wolf the Sixth. All right, it looks like, I believe, I saw them say that they agreed to 18 all the way. So hopefully that is accurate. I'm sure one of them will correct me if that is not accurate, if I am just illiterate, but of course, my deepest apologies to those who could not make it to the queue, but, you know, it's, yeah, it's tough. Time constraints are tough. Of course, I got work in the morning, you know, so, like I said, feels bad, but we'll be back sooner than later. So, but, okay, so it looks like got confirmation from Richard Wolf. We are doing 18 all the way for this set, which tells me these guys have come a long way. Right? I could pull a Kingsman and say that I made them famous. Nah. I'm not gonna take credit for that. But either way, we got Matt ready to go. So what we have ready from our good friend Richard Wolf, the 6th, not the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd, the 6th. From that Richard Wolf specifically, we will go ahead and get this one started. And there it is. He is ready to go in the chat. Let's go ahead. Let's count it down. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Imagine, okay, hold on. Imagine cheering for only early top outs. Like, listen, from a scheduling perspective, that may not be bad, but like, come on. That's also not fun. It's also not fun for anyone involved, and honestly, it's just kind of a waste of time. So, like, come on. So, early days in this match. Both players looking very clean again. You can tell these guys have come a long way. And it's been a minute since I've watched both of them play, but they, they've come a long way, and I think they're playing a lot cleaner already. Right now, we got a score 76-17. Richard Wolf with the lead. Emperk looking for his first Tetris, but unfortunately has to take a triple there. Perhaps played a little too safe, but is staying alive nonetheless. Oh, speaking of the king, there he is in the chat. Welcome in, my friend. Oh, what a dirty Tetris from Emperk. Oh my god, I look away for a quick second. And yeah, he was set up way up high. Look at this. Another one from Matt. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is okay. Nice and clean. There's Lombard. There's a score. 96,000 for him. 148 for Richard Wolf. Both players with a few burns to take. And yeah, that's true. Yeah, early top outs can be okay if you're doing 16 matches in one night. Or if you're doing a charity stream where, well, more money's donated for however many matches are completed. So, to, you know, a charitable good cause, right? Right? We need the Marts charity stream again this year. That, I mean, I know what, I don't think we got it last year. I think we did in 2020 last, but we need that. That was a lot of fun. Although, what's not so fun right now is Matt's board. As, yeah, a few hangs on the right side, and he's finished at 1-0 whatever. It doesn't matter. I think it was 107. But either way, Richard Wolf is way ahead of that, and we'll take game number 1. And he is shaking it off quick. We got a hover 3 from him. And a quick stretch is Matt. And we got it ready from Richard Wolf. Let's go ahead. Let's count him down again for game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, so of course, unfortunate early top out from Matt in game number 1, much to the joy of whoever that was. I think that was Saint that was cheering for only early top outs. But much to the dismay of everyone else, including Richard Wolf. Right? Because obviously, you know, you want to beat your opponent at their best. You don't want to beat them because they early topped out 3 times. So yeah, man. Like just late top outs in a different time zone. I mean, I suppose. Well, someone much smarter than me once said that time is relative, right? So maybe Penguin's onto something. Maybe in another time zone, an early top out is a level 69 top out. Who knows? But what I do know is that we've got a score of 60,000 for Richard Wolf, 75 for Matt. Both players continuing to look clean. Off to somewhat slow starts, but they're clean, and that's all that really matters. And Odra Chess is here. Yes, it is friendlies. Trying to nerf D-Weep it. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me look at this queue. Like, I just saw we were at 8 and closed it because I didn't even realize. Yes, of course, some things we can look forward to tonight is these guys are getting underway here. Again, 114 for both. They're neck and neck right now through 37 lines apiece. But right now, of course, we got them. We got Matt and Richard Wolf. In a little bit, we're going to see Doodle and Yeehaw, who will do battle. I believe last time we saw Doodle here, he was able to get a PB, and he absolutely smashed his old PB. It was like 200k increase in PB or something like that. I think he had his first like 700k here last time we saw him, and that was insane. So, and of course, we're gonna see Blue Scooty and Oscar going at it in a high octane battle. And of course, Yeehaw letting you know last time he was on friendlies, he was 5 beers deep. So there you go. Make of that what you will. Yeah, and of course, see what Saint's talking about. Of course, later on tonight, so we get towards the second half. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure we can see the second half of this game here. Richard Wolf in some trouble. Gets a T left. And, oh, decides not to open up that hole with the long bar. And, okay. Oh, and didn't fill the J dependency either. What the heck? Was really surprised to see that. But he's staying alive still finding alternate solutions here. Oh, man, but that S piece is going to be nasty for him. And that's going to be it. Richard Wolf giving the gift right back. 157, the final score. And 162, Matt Ferk will be good. Tied up 1-1. All right, we got a ready in chat from Richard Wolf. Of course, we got Knight here. Welcome in, my friend. Checking out the queue. As we got Matt ready to go, so let's count her down. Game number 3. Here comes, ready or not, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So yeah, as I was kind of saying, you know, we got some good matches in the back half of the queue as well. We got Saint versus Dewey, which I think will be, at least on paper, is going to be a very good match, I would say. And we got Boxy and Milchuk, and yeah, and Wolflord and Penguin Panic, all very good matches to end the night. Honestly, we got pretty good matches all around, I would say. So perhaps this could be similar to last week, where literally, this could turn into what happened last week, where like every single match ended up being friggin' crazy in some way. So that remains to be seen. Also remains to be seen whether Richard Wolf will get out of this little situation here. Oh, as he hangs an S on the left. Matt's board not looking much better. And okay, Richard's done. Richard is done at 49,000 points. Matt is not in a great spot right now, but he needs 50,000. If he gets 50,000 points, he'll take the game, but he can't do it. He probably didn't even know. He probably didn't even know how much he needed. But just like that, Richard Wolf is going to take the 2-1 lead. Yeah, because of that delay, he probably had no idea that Richard had already topped out. He's probably sitting here right now like, are you serious, man? Yeah, there it is. There it is. There he is, realizing. That is unfortunate. Probably thought like, oh, well, I was gonna lose anyway. Like, well, that's why I always tell people, it's not over till it's over. But that game 3 is over, which means it's time for game number 4. They're both ready. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And of course, coming up next, it will be Doodle versus Yeehaw. As again, this is game points. This could be the last one of the set. So of course, those two gentlemen would be a good time to go live, get warmed up, be on stencil, all that good stuff. Just that we can keep the show moving in the event that this is the last game. But right now, Matt with the first Tetris of the game. Richard Wolf struggling a little bit here. And is not getting the best pieces to dig this down either. Needs to look that right side. The L will do. And there we go. That Z followed by the T. That was a great piece sequence there. I mean, look at this. These are great for Richard Wolf right now. Excellent down stacking, taking it brick by brick. Just needs a couple more burns. Unfortunately, I have to plug this hole towards the left, though. And, ooh, that J was just... There was just no good spot for that. And that T did not get left. This could be bad. This could be very, very bad. And, oh, can't get the S for the skim. And he's going to be done at just 19,000. Oh, my word. And it's kind of a reverse the last time. Matt is going to be good. We'll say game 4 is no more. Yikes. All right. So this is now a best of 1. And yeah, we're going to see this, you know, the warm-up is done, as our good friend Martz would say, right? Warm-up is done for both. Or so we hope. We're about to find out. We got ready from Richard Wolf. And Matt says, hold on, let me get some water. That is totally fine. I'll take this opportunity for Burb's semi-hourly reminder. Stay hydrated, because yes, being hydrated is very important for your health. Yeah, good stuff right there. So yeah, of course. Let's just chat for a second. We got Pissars here. Welcome in. We got 6-4. Lots of great people here today. And of course, Odra Chest, who we said hi to already. Hey, Socks. Yeah. But yeah, of course, while we're waiting for Matt to get back, of course, I will mention this is the last episode of the Monday and Friday editions of Tetris Friendlies, as I believe King is off this Friday for the holiday, Good Friday. And, of course, I will be out on Monday for reasons mostly unrelated to Easter Monday. So, like, I'm not directly going to be celebrating Easter Monday, but the fact that I have the day off is part of the reason I'll be elsewhere. So, either way, we got readies from both, or rather we have a ready to chat from Richard Wolf. We have a hover 3 from Matt. So let's go ahead. Let's count him down for game number 5. It begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. TM. That is a trademark. So again, coming up next, Doodle versus Yeehaw after this game, regardless of how it goes. So hopefully they're ready to go. But as I was saying, you know, it's our last episode of Friendlies until Reckoning, and that takes place, for those who have missed the countless announcements that we have made about it, it's going to be a hype show. It's going to be a really, really hype show. And that's going to be taking place Friday, April 22nd at 6 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UTC. And is at what King would call the Big Boy Channel, monthly Tetris. Don't miss it, because we got some excellent matches, titles on the line, dream matches. Oh, but that L hang though, that isn't a dream, that's a nightmare way to finish this set, as Matt is done at just 5,700, and Richard Wolf the Sixth will survive the game number 5 and take this game and the match. And of course, I don't have the new soundbite yet, but we do have this for you, MFerk. No! There you go. That was unfortunate. By the way, we're not going to watch Richard play this one out because, yeah, we are very early on. Went on over to the winner scene. There he is. At least his little animated profile picture. So there you go. Richard Wolf the Sixth getting it done. 3 games to 2. Congratulations to you. And yeah, thank you both for coming on and playing. GG's all around. And what is happening? What should I be allowing here? Keith versus Toby. Oh man, I don't know about that. Goodness. All right, we got Doodle versus Yeehaw coming up next, so let's stay tuned. I'm gonna go get that set up. All right, here we go. We continue on. Oh, great set coming up here. Instructions, please. In the red corner is, of course, the guy, as previously mentioned. Last time he was here, he demolished his PB by like 200,000 points. And he appears to be doing some rolling here tonight. He is Doodle. And his opponent, the Nestris Champs Extraordinaire. Of course, the regular here on the Monday Night Mayhem. And of course, one of our, at least for a while there, not sure if he still is, was one of our top 10 contenders for the Upstarts Championship. So maybe a future contender for that title. The guy with the coolest name I know, Yeehaw the Kick-Ass. true. Doodle does look young for a 33-year-old. That is true. Oh, goodness. Of course, Ian Keith, our Upstarts champ here in the chat, has acquired pizza. That is iconic. All right, we got 2 readies. Wait, did we agree on a level selection? I'm assuming we did. Okay, yeah, we did 18. Okay, cool. All right, let's count it down. Game number 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hinky is 36 going on 55 or 65. I mean, my back can relate. I mean, yeah, that is true. Yeah. The energy of Grand Designs, yeah, definitely the energy of someone who's 20. Yeah, most definitely. But of course, right now, both our players here are going to need some energy to put up some good scores here in this match. And right now, Yeehaw is up a little high, so may need some good energy to get out of this one. Some S's and Z's. Kind of helping, also kind of not. Although that L hang on the left, gonna do him in. He's finished at just 32,000, and he can't believe it. He's got to step away. That's his final score. Doodle will already be good. We'll take game number 1. Oops, not that one. That one. There we go. Here's King in the chat arguing. Yeah. GD does not look like he's in his 20s. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I would almost say like early 30s. I would definitely say he looks younger than he is. And also, hello, Ferret. All right, we got readies from Doodle. Hey, where is my Kingsman impression? I mean, oh god, I gotta like prep myself for this. All right, we got 2 readies. All right, let's count it down. Here we go. In game number 1, in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Woo! There's my half-assed attempt at a Kingsman impression tonight. There you go. Same person. Right, I mean, yeah, did Kingsman join the call, right? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we got, let's just get a quick score check here to start, because my brain has just completely stopped working. 52,000 here for Doodle. Tetris for Yeehaw goes to 72. We're about 15 lines through this one. Okay, my impression wasn't that good. All right, like Saint, I appreciate the compliment. The impression wasn't that good. Oh, but what else isn't that good right now is Yeehaw's board. Oh my god. Yeehaw in some trouble again! And he's done at just 73,000. Oh my god. And at 101, Doodle takes the 2-0 lead. Oh my goodness. Saint, you see what you did? You see what you've done? I blame Saint for this. Okay, that's true. That's true. If Yeehaw was drunk, I mean, if we've learned anything from Quaid, you play good when you're drunk, you play amazing when you're hungover. Right? If a world finalist, right? All right. If world finalist Sean Ritchie has taught us anything, that's what it'd be. But also, yeah, Doodle, you're good, by the way, in case you didn't hear me. You are good. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if you heard me. That's all good. All right, we got ready from Doodle. So once we got it ready from Yeehaw, we'll go ahead and we'll continue. My goodness, of course, coming up next. Folks better be ready to go, because apparently we're having a case of the Mondays tonight, and not in the good way. It'll be Blue Scooty and Oscar coming up next. But of course, we got Yobi here cheering on Yeehaw, cheering for that reverse sweep. A fellow Nestris Champs extraordinaire. And by extraordinaire, I mean literally the creator of Nestris Champs. All right. We got it ready from Yeehaw. Let's go ahead. Let's count it down. Game number 3. It begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You know, of course, I did see Grand Designs mention, you know, the Ohio event that'll be happening this August. You know, of course, another event that happened this year was the Illinois qualifier, where I got to meet some amazing folks like Yeehaw, who you see here, and Stoikel, who's here in the chat. Welcome in, my friend. You know, and of course, Colin, see Chris TM. I mean, that was a very fun event. I think a very well put on event by Yeehaw. I mean, we were done 2 hours early. Can you believe that? We were done 2 hours early. That has never happened in the history of classic Tetris, or really in the history of human existence. So that was that was a very well done. But of course, other events that are going to be happening, since we're kind of chatting about it right now, as Yeehaw gets into a little bit of a situation. Okay, oh, we can't get the J! Can't get the J where it's supposed to go! And just like that, oh man, I really should have got the other soundbite, man. No! And that's gonna be a 3-0 sweep for Doodle. Oh my god. My word, what is happening here? Case of the Mondays, apparently, and it is All Saints' fault. So let's go ahead and head on over to the winner's scene. Yikes, that was just a brutal J-hang, and that sealed the deal right there. Your winner is Doodle. Getting it done. 3-0. So GG's to you, of course. Recommended viewing, right? Oh my word. Yeah, recommended viewing is gonna be pretty light tonight. No. Kidding. We'll see. Well, it might not be. Let's see if the case of the Mondays continue, or if we can get the transition yet. As we got Blue Scooty and Oscar coming up next. Okay, slight scheduling change. We're gonna have Mart and Zyman next. Because I didn't see in chat that, yeah, Blue Scooty needs to eat real quick, so that's fine. We're gonna switch those matches. We're gonna give him this one match, though. Be warned, if it's anything like the last 2 sets, it could go very quickly. So if you're gonna get your chicken sandwich, go now, because that's, yeah, be quick, just in case. So Mart and Zyman coming up next in just a couple minutes. So yeah, we're gonna get that all set up and ready to go. All right, so just a public service announcement. Just waiting on Martz to go live here. Looked like it was live a moment ago, but his stream has crashed. So again, this is a call out to Martz. We are waiting. Please contact judges. Thank you. I don't know when these bots will learn. I don't need them to make me famous. I'm already famous. But of course, still just waiting for Marts to go live here. So we can continue on with the night. Again, apologies for the delay. But yeah, like I said, once that happens, we like I said, I'm otherwise ready to begin. It looks like Zyman is here and is more or less ready to begin. Yeah, Marts is just trying to get me back on schedule. That's all it is. That's okay. So. Marts Crusher. Yeah, I have that open. It's offline. At least it says on my end, it's offline. Yeah, Marts Crusher is offline. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So it is an OBS issue. So, yeah, like I said, once it comes live, we will go ahead and, like I said, we'll be able to get started. So, that's all good. Marts is just trying to get me back on schedule. It's all good. All right, folks, without any further ado, let's continue on with some Tetris friendlies. Of course, we got one of our guys trying to keep us on schedule here, and he is in the red corner. Of course, known in the world of classic Tetris as Mr. Friendlies. As tonight, he represents the TWO, as he has played on nearly every episode of Friendlies that has ever aired. The French-Canadian Crusher, Marts. His opponent on the blue side, giving thumbs up for days, has kindly accepted to go earlier and save the show in a sense. He is Zyman. All right, where's my scene? There's my scene. No! All right. So, of course, gentlemen, when you're ready to go, let me know. We got 6-4 cheering 1-bit. Thank you so much, my friend. All right, so Marts is ready. And, oh, they're going to do same piece sets. All right, so, yeah, so 0E, C5, 7, 9, and a random GD Scream. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't, oh, I understand what happened. Yeah, I didn't turn off the, I didn't turn off the, yeah, I didn't turn, sorry, I didn't turn it off. It like plays once, and then like when I come back to the scene, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, no same piece sets. They're using same piece sets. No. Okay. All right. So Zyman, when you are ready, let me know. We'll go ahead and get started. All right, we got it ready. Let's go ahead. Game number 1. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. TM. Respect that trademark, y'all. All right, looks like pieces are identical. Yep. And look at this. Identical stacking. At least, oh, well, until that L piece. But first few pieces there, it was identical stacking, so that was pretty cool. No, I will say, GD though, that is all that O chase down scream was almost as I don't know if it was more. It was pretty close to the same level of iconic as as the Tommy chase down or the Tommy dig that he was in. So I mean, those are both pretty iconic, I think. So iconic moments in gaming history. So, of course, we got Colin letting you know that he likes Zyman's background. It is a pretty nice background there. Got some nice lighting. Pretty trippy in a good way. But of course, got a couple touches here. 79,000 for Zyman, 81 for Mr. Friendlies. Saint now begging, completely backtracking on what was said earlier, is now begging these two players to transition. So, of course, we'll see what these guys can do here, because, and I'm sure Dan Weller would appreciate that as well, because, I mean, he was on a train at the beginning of the show, and I would hate for him to be late for his match because he's still on the train because the cube moves so quick. So Tetris for both 120 to 144. So Martz with about a 1 Tetris lead here through 30 lines. Oh, just had to respond to a DM, and Zyman in some trouble. 123 is final score. I didn't see what got him into this situation, but looks like a couple hangs, and that spelled doom. And Martz at 168 is going to be good. We'll take game number 1. Yeah, GD, of course, wanting some transitions too, because he's got to work on his stuff for Classic Tetris Wars, man. And Mart's getting one last Tetris, and yeah, that'll conclude game number 1. All right, and of course, yeah, first 2 digits should be 1F. Yeah. So we got 2 readies, or well, we got a ready, excuse me. Yeah, ready from Martz. And Zyman telling Martz, like, yeah, what level, dude? All right. You got ready 15 to finish your warm-up, Zyman. Oh, there he is. The trash talk, it's happening. But let's see if these guys can keep. He can walk the walk. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Talking the talk, for sure. But you love to see it. You love to see it. Shaking his head at that. There we go. Gage's Gardens here with the feet emotes. Nice. Walking the walk. Of course, we got Tetris there for Martz here to start out. Both players with 1. Zyman gets another now, and I'm actually going to give Martz a quick refresh. There's a little buffering on my end. I'm going to just pray that an ad doesn't show up. There we go. Okay. So yeah, nice neck and neck start is all we can really say right now. But of course, we were kind of starting to talk about it, you know, while Yeehaw and them were playing, you know, as unfortunately, you know, there was just another early top out, and we couldn't really, you know, finish that train of thought. But of course, those of you who may not have heard that we got the Milwaukee event happening in just a couple weeks here, and will yours truly be there? Well, I'm gonna try. I can tell you that much. I haven't got everything confirmed. It's just gonna be a matter if I can get somewhere to stay that is cheap enough, right, to where I can reasonably afford it. But please know I will be making every effort to be at Milwaukee in a couple weeks. I saw Vince and Steve were gonna be there. And Bidwell. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go. Like, and also I've never been to Wisconsin before, so that'd be pretty rad, honestly. So definitely, again, we got lots to look forward to this year. And look at that thumbs up there from Zyman. He gets a Tetris after a dig. 77,000 for him, 80 for Martz. There is something to look forward to as well. Some successful digs. Have not seen many of those tonight. Yeah, you know, it's like if this was Unfriendlies, I would have had some things to say. But who is Aaron J11, right? Yeah, Aaron J11, imagine. Yeah, I can't tell if Colin was memeing or if that was a serious question, but if it was a serious question, it is Aaron Jaws Homoki. The pro skateboarder turned Tetris pro. So right now, Martz looks like he's working with a row 2 setup here. He's got the right side open here, and there's a lumbar. There's a Tetris. Zyman answering back with one as well. 143 to 178, make that 197. Martz with the lead. Yeah, man. It is Jaws. Like. And honestly, yeah, if you haven't heard him on the PDP, he has been on our good friend Frank's podcast before, Peace Dependency Podcast. That was, I would say, one of the better podcasts for sure. It was really interesting to hear about how he got into all this stuff, right? You know, got close with like Steve and everything. Like I thought it was an interesting podcast for sure. You know, it's like, wow, like how does a pro skateboarder get into it? Well, check out, if you haven't already heard that one, that one was from a while ago too. Go check out the PDP. And also check out the most recent one with Fractal, where he talks about how he got the colors, talks about line caps. Talks about a lot of stuff. Do you know that Fractal played on I think it was a friggin' browser emulator for his first like 8 months of his career? Because I couldn't believe that. But it's true. If you don't believe me, go check out the PDP. Actually, even if you do believe me, go check it out because it's good stuff. Frank puts out good content. So, yeah, next time he'll be interviewing Ben Mullen. So as Martz transitions here, 274. He's got about a 100,000 point lead in the real-time score. Zyman at 182. He's got 9 lines to go before transition, so it looks like Martz maybe pushed down a little bit, maybe it was on account of him playing on row 2. But I like that adjustment there for the long bar. That was perfect right there. Now level 17 at 336. So Zyman certainly with some work to do to catch up here. Transitions to 206. All right, there's another score. I mean, again, both players start to trade touches back and forth here. Zyman going to look to keep up the pace. Try not to fall too far behind. But again, he's behind in lines. So certainly will not want to fall too far behind here. All right, level 18 now for Martz. 17 for Zyman. Tetris for Zyman. 271. Martz about to get to 19 here. With that burn, he's Tetris ready. There's a lumbar. There's the Tetris for Martz. 414 for him, and he is racing along here on the 19 speed for the first time tonight. We have done it. Mr. Obama, we've done it. Meanwhile, Saint still hanging back at level 18 as Martz continues to just skim line after line here on the 19 speeds. Nice double there, but Zyman looking to try and close the gap. He's still 100,000 points behind as he transitions. 323. So it's going to be a matter of who can stay alive. And right now, there's a nice triple there from Zyman. Keep this board safe. Look, you can see both players playing really safe here, but Martz needing a long bar, needing it now. Looked like a misdrop. Gets the long bar to column 9. Oh my god. Oh no, that square gonna hang. It looked like a hung long bar on the left side. So he's finished. 433, the final score. So Zyman with a long chase down ahead. Let's see if he can do it. 434, but his board falling apart. And Martz will hang on and be good for game number 2. And we'll take the 2-0 lead. All right, congratulations. You guys have just played the longest game of the night so far. But no, all kidding aside, I'm not gonna bash on everyone else too much here, but I think I'm taking this a little too far. So I'm sorry for that. Of course, we got Small Jordan here as well. Welcome in. So I believe the seed now was 1F before, so it'd be 2-0. Yeah, 2-0. So not ready 20. It is ready 2-0, like the seed. So we got it ready for Martz. See if they stick with 15 or if they're going to up the speed. We'll find out. It is up to Zyman. The longest match in 12. If we were doing 12, this would be a best of 3. You guys are both too good for that, unfortunately. So, but yeah, if you guys were like under 500K, I'd say sure. But like, yeah, sorry. Like, I don't think that's yeah, that would be too much. I think you guys are too good for that. So 15 it is. So let's count it down. Game number 3. It begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, cool. Yeah, 3-1 Tetris. Yeah, that's numbers. That's how that works. Right? Like, that wasn't just me, right? Like, it just said 3-1. Right? Anyway. Who's playing next again? I think Blue Scooty and Oscar, right? Who is it? Yeah. Okay. So Blue Scooty and Oscar are up next. And if Martz is able to take this, it'll be after this game, as it is game point. Zyman wanting to buy them some more warm-up time. And Blue Scooty some extra time for dinner, but I believe he's already back anyway, so I don't think that's really a problem either way. But, of course, Zyman maybe wanting to buy Blue Scooty some time to maybe get another chicken sandwich. Or if he's anything like Tetris time, maybe a burger with circled cheese, right? Maybe something like that. Who knows? But what I do know is neither player has the cleanest of boards in this game right now. We have 49,000 here for Martz. He is doing an excellent job here down stacking. 25 here for Zyman. Added Tetris now, and he'll go to 45,000, so they're neck and neck. And of course, as previously mentioned, I know some folks are just getting here, perhaps, so we'll talk about it again. Why the hell not, right? First couple matches went kind of quick, unfortunately. I mean, we had a case of the Mondays for our players in the first 2 matches. That happens. So we're already on our 3rd match of the night here, and of course, like as I just mentioned, we got Blue Scooty and Oscar coming up next. Assuming Dan V. Weller is off the train and back home by the time the next match is done, he'll be taking on Grand Designs. in an epic rematch of one that we haven't seen in about a year, from what I've been told. So, should be an epic clash. I am excited for that one. And of course, Saint has been hoping for early top outs. As he has clarified, it is specifically for his opponent tonight, Dewey, just so that he, quote, has a chance. So that one will happen tonight. Of course, Boxy and Milchuk is going to happen tonight. And then Wolf Lord and Penguin Panic. And if matches continue to go south, right, or, well, I guess north is how that would go, I may have another extra match that I'll throw at the end. But we'll see. If people do bad, I might throw another one at the end. And Bart's upset about something. I don't know what I didn't see what happened because I was just kind of babbling about some nonsense here, but he was not happy. And definitely understandable as he is behind in points, 110 to 183. Like I said, I did not see what happened. Must have been a nasty drought of some sort. Of course, Small Jordan asking, when does he get to play Burb in a friendly? Well, I don't know. Maybe whenever King comes back. If it's maybe the Friday after Reckoning, I'd be down. Because King is off this Friday, and, well, even if he wasn't, I'm unavailable this Friday because I will be out of town. I'll be away visiting some folks that I care deeply about. But, and of course, yeah, next Friday, of course, Reckoning, right? That's going to be some fun stuff. And, you know, and that is probably understatement of the year right there, so. So, yeah, there you go. So, probably after Reckoning is basically your answer. Speaking of answers, Mart's looking for answers for this lead. He still finds himself behind here as Zyman has been maintaining a clean board and is also behind in lines. So we got a score 229 for Martz, 281 Zyman. So another Tetris for both. As on the real-time score, we got about a 50,000 point lead here for Zyman, who is 10 lines behind. Mart's about to transition. Has one more Tetris available. Perhaps missed the adjustment there. It was a couple pieces ago, so I can't really describe it now. But either way, has got to do some downstacking. Ooh, did not burn with the square, but will burn with some other pieces instead. Transitions at 270. There's the lumbar right after for the score. So we'll go to 292. 58 here for Zyman, who's just appears to be jamming out. Still got 9 lines to go. Has had a solid 15 here. There's a lumbar. There's a Tetris. We may be looking at about a 400k transition from 15, and that is an excellent 15 game. Look at this. There's a lumbar. There's the Tetris. 398. So almost. So not quite, but almost. But that's still an incredibly good 15 performance. So he's on fire right now. He's going to look to continue that here. As we continue on, we race towards those 19 speeds. Squares have to go all the way left. Has fortunately got a hole in the stack. Meanwhile, Martz, 327. Getting that J a piece too late. Is in need of some good pieces to downstack this. There's 2 lines to go. This is not the situation you want to be in. 1 line to go now. And Mart's going to go ahead and just burn into transition. Those long bars going to be very helpful for Martz. He might be able to get... Oh, that T! Never mind. I was going to say he might be able to get this down, but no dice on that one. And Zyman tops out 2 at 411. He had the lead. So we'll be good as we go on now to a game 4. That's right. We are playing another one. All right, we got it ready from Martz. We've got a ready level selection from our good friend Zyman. I'm assuming we'll be sticking with 15 unless I'm told otherwise. We'll go ahead and continue. Of course, seed now 3-1 to start the seed. 3-1. All right, so it'll be 15 from Zyman, and we got a ready from Mars. Yeah, no early top outs. Hey, if it means we get better games, longer games, we'll take it. And we're gonna begin game 4 here in 3, 2, 1 at Tetris. All right, so again, coming up next, Blue, Scooty, and Oscar. So again, if you're not already live, getting warmed up and all that, please do, because there is a non-zero chance that this is the last game of this set. So, because it is still game point. Momentum shifting a bit, but of course, it is, at the end of the day, it is still game point. So, as we begin here with game number 4, Mart's already with the lead, able to get a Tetris, whereas Zyman was not able to get it. Mart's right now actually on that 100% Tetris rate. That is so coveted. But now let's take some burns. But it was perfect through 2. We take those. I mean, it's not a guarantee. Okay, but the point is, if you are not good at 18, like, it's better to see a 15 game at least have a chance at going some distance. Whereas if you absolutely suck on 18 and try and just like, all right, let's just do 18 all the way. Like, you know, and it's just not as good. It's just not as good. Right? Point is that the point's not that it's a guarantee, because it's never a guarantee. Early top outs happen to anyone, but I mean, especially tonight, right? Like, early top outs can happen to anyone, regardless of level. Early top outs can happen to anyone. Right now, no signs of early top outs yet from either player. We got 105 here for Martz. He is running away with this here. 18,000 here for Zyman, meanwhile. Nice double here to get this board back down to safety. As Zyman, okay, Zyman is a tough spot here. Yeah, you can see he did not want to create that long bar dependency, but yeah, now let's go all the way left with that one. Gets it there, though. All right, nice double. And yeah, he's going to continue to just work this down. Getting some good pieces here. Just needs to open up this hole here. Just one more line clear will get him there. There we go. He's open. Still without a Tetris. Still looking for his first one. It's starting to be like, you know what? I'm just going to burn this down. But there we go. Bang, Tetris for Zyman. Finally is on the board, but back over 100,000 points. Only 5 lines back, as Martz has been pushing down, so he is ahead by a few lines, but this is definitely a true lead for Martz. All right, so nice. Oh, well, so it's a nice clean boards all around, but Martz actually has a little chasm going on that left side. You can see he's waiting on this long bar. It does show up, and now is in need of some good pieces to burn this back down. Is kind of getting them. Yep, that J will do. And fills in that dependency over on the left side with the long bar, and it's still going to maintain a nice, healthy lead. You can see he's kind of willing to take more birds, because, you know, he's way ahead right now, almost 200,000 points ahead. So kind of in contrast to what happened in the last game, where Zyman just had a strong 15 performance, but not so much this time around. He has struggled a bit, but has got his board clean, got another Tetris at 87,000 now. So 107 Zyman, who is about 15 lines back. Yeah, roughly. Well, more like 13, but you know, it's something like that. My brain doesn't like to do math right now. My brain has done enough today, honestly. Like, it is I'm here, but my brain is kind of checked out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just, you know, work kind of gave me a headache, not gonna lie. Like, you know, I mean, because to put it lightly, you know, like when your whole day involves replicating code that is like about as old as you are, it's can be a little draining at times. But what's not so draining here is this pace from Martz. Well, maybe it's draining the life out of Zyman, but because it is about a 200,000 point spread. Martz has transitioned at 353. As Zyman gets another one now, go to 172. Still has 10 lines to go till transition though, and Martz actually in a little bit of trouble. Now, oh, that was a nice T-tuck though. I really like that. He's up high. That LP's gonna help. The J as well. But oh, that L won't get left. And yeah, that'll do it, I think. Yeah, that'll do it. 358 is the final score for Martz. So there's your target, Zyman. You need 359,000 points to take this one. So he'll Tetris into transition at 230. So still needs about 120,000 points. Is likely going to need some 19 to do this. But if he could pick up the pace, that certainly would help to try and avoid that. But that Z! Oh no, the Z! They lost Das on the Z. Oh no!
No! No! No!
Oh man, so Martz gets to say game 4 is no more. And that would have been an incredible chase down. And yeah, I did not mean for that to be a jump scare. I'm so sorry. Okay, all right, let's head over to the winner's scene. There he is, your winner, the French Canadian Crusher, gets it done in 3 games to 1. And just like that, thank you both for playing. And we are ready to move on to our next match here on Monday Night Mayhem. As we got Martz. Oh, whoops, wrong scene. Martz the Bits, 100 bits. You are way too kind. Thank you so much. So up next, it is Blue Scooty versus Oscar. So stay tuned. We're going to get that set up and we'll be right back. right, here we go. It is time. We're almost halfway through this episode of Tetris Friendlies. Let's get instructions, please. In the red corner, he is the self-proclaimed Walmart version of Alex T, as he has very quickly started to move his way up the ranks, making his Tetris Friendlies debut here on this Monday night show, showing you that he is one of our top contenders, or other, he should be one of our top contenders for our Phenoms Championship, I would say, maybe even higher than that. He is Blue Scooty. His opponent tonight on the blue side, which, yeah, I realize in hindsight that was kind of a mistake not putting Blue Scooty there, but it's all good. His opponent, ironically enough, is the one on the blue side, and he is, of course, representing all of LATAM for this matchup, as he also represented them out in Las Vegas at the qualifying event this year. He is Oscar. He's warming up on 20. Look at this. Hold on. He's warming up on 29. Both players warming up on 29. Look at that. Red Scooty. Yes. That was an error on my part. So my sincerest apologies. Oh my god. That was, what was the quote? What was the quote from the friggin' Doc Ock? I miscalculated. And hold on, can I somehow adjust the audio on that GD clip while we're waiting for our players to ready up? But either way, Oscar's ready. I'm assuming by that 18. I'm assuming this will be 18 all the way. I mean, for players of these guys' caliber, I think 18 all the way is most certainly in order. So Oscar's ready. We've got a ready from blue, or from, well, I guess red Scooty in this case, right? Because I was dumb. But from our Walmart LXT, we'll go ahead and continue. Of course, while we're waiting. Oh, actually, there it is. We got two 18s in the chat. I'm going to assume they're both ready to go. There's the ready from blue. Let's count it down. Game number 1. It begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. As these folks get underway, of course, we've got an announcement from Martz, as his ELO battles will return April 19th. That is not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, as he is finally cured of whatever that illness was that has been tormenting him for months. I think it was something with the leg or whatever. I forget specifically. My brain has not, in case it is not obvious, my brain has not been working all night. It's not that I don't care. It's that I would genuinely forgot. My brain just does not like to work. So, but of course, shout outs to Martz for making it through all that. Seriously, because I mean, the man literally left the hospital, right? The mad lad left the hospital to come play friendlies while all doped up on medication, and was able to, and actually did decently well too. I mean, it's almost like the Quaid effect, right? But literally just left the hospital to come play on friendlies and played the match, promptly returned to the hospital. Such an iconic moment in gaming history. So, of course, yeah, seriously, it sounded like it was brutal all around. So, seriously, shout outs to Martz for getting through that. But right now, we got Oscar looking to get through a small dig here. But he has the lead, 153 here to 129, as Blue Scooty just got a Tetris on the red side of your screen there, just to infuriate everyone. This was obviously done on purpose, right? As much as I pretend to assure you that it was not intentional, it obviously, I mean, come on, it was obviously on purpose. Just to trip everyone's OCD. blame 10-year-old code for brain rot. No, man. It's not 10-year-old code. It's 15-year-old code. Like minimum 15 years old. Like Colin, you have no, it's running on like Java 8. Like, it's old. And just the practices, obviously at that time, the practices were just, they were not up to today's standards, right? You know, clean code, right? For any of you who are programmers here, right? If anyone, right? The practices were not as good. So, yeah, reading all that code makes my brain absolutely hurt. I mean, because we've been on 11 for a long time, I feel like. So, but what else we've been doing for a long time is playing some Tetris. This is definitely a lengthy game we got going on here. Simul Tetris, 326 to 330. Oscar with slight lead, but we're neck and neck. Yeah, literally. Yeah, get it done and working was all people cared about back in the day. Yeah. And the worst part is, the worst part is, like, you know, the old code is called ICE. Well, we're looking at new ICE, which implies there is an old ICE. There's an old version of this old code that I'm looking at every day. Like, I just know that one of the guys I work with has mentioned it. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. There's an old version of this. I have not dared look at that because I would, yeah, I listen, as my name would not suggest, in spite of my name here on Twitch, right? I am physically unable to fly, right? So jumping out a window would be pretty beneficial for me to escape that. No, all kidding aside. 453 the score for Blue Scooty, 416 for Oscar. So Blue Scooty has taken a lead at a Tetris again. He'll go to 476. Is now looking for a J for the tuck on the right side. Not going to get it in time. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Marks can't believe it either. Yeah, right. Yeah, there's an old version. There's an old version of the old code. That's right. All right. 10 lines to go. It's a transition for Oscar. 1 line to go here for Blue. Didn't even notice there, but he'll Tetris 529, excuse me, is his score just after transition here. Oscar meanwhile at 432 here as 1 Tetris available. We'll get it here. 456 his score. So about an 80,000 point spread at the time of transition. So Oscar is up a bit high, but is nice and clean. Able to take burns. Gets a Tetris. Goes to 484. This is what we've been waiting for here. Some 19 action as Oscar looks to chase down Blue Scooty here. He's about 100,000 points back of the real-time score, but about 8 lines back. Both players are clean here. Just doing exactly the right things, or just taking burns as necessary, not doing anything too crazy. As Blue Scooty is up high. Oh, as soon as I say that, I cursed it. Oh no, 622, the final score. Oh my god, as soon as I say that, I totally cursed it. One more Tetris for Oscar will do it here. 623, the score is the score required. Akibars, he's set up. Oscar in position, bang, there it is. 631 is gonna be enough for Oscar to take game number 1. All right, we got GG's ready from both. They're shaking it off quick. Let's go ahead, let's count it down. Game number 2. It begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And yeah, Yeah, right? Sounds about right for my industry, right, Colin? Yeah, it sounds about right. And of course, you know, just because I'm thinking about it, and I don't expect an early top out from these two, especially after that last game, I don't expect an early top out. If we got any restreamers around in the chat, any fellow restreamers, I'm on the hunt for some restreamers for these next 2 days here. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. That is 22 UTC. So if anyone's a fellow restreamer is interested in restreaming yours truly, I've got a couple CTL sets to finish up the season these next 2 days, so let me know. Just a little shameless plug. I am in need. I need assistance in that department. But right now, Oscar perhaps needing a little bit of assistance here with his board, as he's got this hole on the left side, a channel there that is being covered up, and is now in need of a long bar. So yeah, he needs some assistance here from a long bar. Gonna get it. Just a couple more birds required to get the right side reopened. Oscar now, ooh, that right side. Okay. Oh man, Oscar just taking skim after skim here. Needs an S piece, not get. Oh my god, if he's too late for Oscar. Can't believe this right now. He's getting every piece he needs it, just like a piece or two too late. Needs a long bar, needs it right now, gets it for a dirty triple. But I mean, Oscar is, I mean, you gotta give him credit here. He is doing everything he can to stay alive. I mean, that was a nasty dig. There's the long bar. There's the score for Oscar. 128 his score through 53 lines. A suffer game for him right now. 260 the score for Blue Scooty, so has a massive lead right now. But Oscar now is back on the gas, gonna be looking to catch up. Another long bar, another Tetris, and he'll go to 175. So about 125,000 points, or about 130,000 point spread here, I should say. As we are at a similar line count as well. Blue Scooty gets another one though, to go to 328. And yeah, that is true. Yeah, I could just ping Gunter. Yeah. Another score for Oscar here. All right, Tetris for Blue Scooty here. So, I mean, yeah, we got both players firing back and forth now. So we got Oscar here at 269. Hey, now to 403. Both players are at 82 lines. So Oscar has managed to up the pace a bit from the looks of it, but you know, he's definitely not letting off the gas here. But I mean, Blue Scooty definitely in the driver's seat here in this one. And yeah, that was a pretty pog dig right there. I mean, I wasn't as like, oh my god, right about it, but it was it was pretty crazy. It was definitely pretty crazy. So we have about 30 lines to go here until we transition. I am going to actually take note of that this time because my brain just did not want to recognize that transition was a thing that existed in the last game, but now it does. Now my brain does recognize that now as Blue Scooty is just flinging these S pieces over to the left. Another long bar, another score. Nice triple there from Scooty, who's now at 530 here, so still about 120,000 point lead. But you can see here that Oscar has managed to keep up the pace, so that lead has not really expanded at all. Like these guys have both just been on their A game here ever since that dig. Another Tetris for Oscar now, 434. It's brought it to within 100,000. Because we got about 10 lines to go till the changeover to the level 19. And Toby, like, you know, he usually misses those. But what was not a miss here is this transition. 585 for Blue Scooty. He's set up in column 8, row 2. Or he was. But now, oh, now he's got another dirty well set up. Not going to get it, though. And we'll take a couple dirty triples. Meanwhile, Oscar transitions 529, his current score, through 136. Oscar now high up, though. Unfortunately, had to take a burn on that right side. Was not ideal. And he's going to be finished. Couple hangs on the left side. He's going to be done at 530. And the Blue Scooty gets a win for the red side of this field at 664. So we're tied up 1-1. Let me get out of this here. This is a nasty right side. Oh, is he going to set up? Oh, he's going to set up. Oh, give it to him. Oh, no. Okay. Well, lots of sevens, though, so that's kind of cool. All right. We got a ready here from Blue Scooty. So once we got a ready from Oscar, we will go ahead and continue on with game number 3. You wish you received the correct piece. Yeah, well, that happens. All right, Oscar now is ready to go. Let's go ahead. Let's count it down. Game number 3. So it's a best of 5. It's now a best of 3. It begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris TM. He had a really good score early top. I mean, you know, that's kind of what happened in my Classic Tetris Wars qualifier, which, by the way, if people aren't thinking about qualifying for that, I think you should. It's a lot of fun. All right? Want your shot to upend yours truly? Because right now, well, actually, no, I don't have the leading score anymore, but it's an average of 3 hour-and-a-half qualifier for that 8-person tournament thing. And, yeah, I'm one of 2 players right now with a max out average. So you want your shot at getting ahead of yours truly. Should give it a try. But, oh, Oscar, though, I don't think that's where he meant to put that. That is not where that piece was supposed to go. And speaking of early top outs, he is done at just 26,000 points. Yikes.
No!
So Blue Scooty will be good. We'll take the 2-1 lead. All right, we got 2 readies. Oscar is shaking it off quick. It's time for game number 4. And that's going to begin in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, that's right. Toby now. Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me to absolutely demolish your qualifier. Yeah, the meta. Yeah, nah, man. Get 5% of the prize pool. Is that actually a thing? Wait, is that actually guaranteed? Like that the winner of the lower division gets 5%? I just kind of assumed it was a separate prize pool, but man, maybe I should have smurfed. No, I shouldn't have smurfed. I mean, either way, I wouldn't take back what ended up happening instead, because I mean, I'm sorry, like, Can you believe that I got level 34? Because it happened, and I don't believe it. Like, I never imagined that that would ever happen. Like, yeah, like, so, I mean, I wouldn't take back the qual, you know, I wouldn't take it back, even if it meant that, like, oh, I could just, oh, well, you should, the stretch, oh my god, Oscar, speaking of rollers, oh my word, Oscar's in trouble, hang on, we're not gonna, I'm gonna shut up for a second, I'm gonna let him work his magic, but that Z, not gonna be good here. And Oscar with another early top out. Oh.
No! No! No!
There we go. Make that a little bit less of a jump scare there, but Blue Scooty, my friend, you are good. Game 4 is no more. Here we go. He's done it. 3 games to 1. Man, case of the Mondays continues. But our Walmart Alex T is your winner here in this one. We had a couple good ones, though. It's all good. We had a couple good ones here. But there's your winner. Winner, winner. Well, I don't know if you had chicken or not, but chicken dinner. Guess that'll be for him to decide. But GG's all around. Unfortunate way to end there, but yeah, Walmart Alex T levels up to Target Alex T. All right, so that concludes the first half of Monday Night Mayhem, and that means it's time for Dan V. Weller, who is okay with being called Dan Vinky here. He takes on a fellow Dan in Grand Designs. Dan Grisines, or whatever you want to call him. That'll be coming up next. Stay tuned. We're going to go get that set up and ready to go. All right, so Dan has said that he needs a couple minutes to get set up, and that is no problemo. So we're gonna give him just a moment to get set up here. Of course, Upside Champ, Ian Keith letting you know in chat right there. Got a damn near 600k post in the transition trainer. Oh my god. He's ready. The champ is ready for reckoning. Of course, I think 20Dan03 was here earlier too. If he's still here, you better look out. Taking that title will be no easy feat. Of course, yeah, Toby, we got Aldi's here. I don't ever go there, but we do have it. Right, we got a bunch of grocery store chains. Right, we got Target, Walmart, we got Costco. If you're one of those people who have the membership there. My parents do. I do not, but I will occasionally mooch off of their membership to get cheaper gas. Because they got their own gas station too. Don't know how if that's really a thing in, foreign nations, non-American countries, but that is very much a thing here, and I kind of had to take advantage of a Costco being in the city I stayed in Illinois for that tournament. Saved me a whole 2 cents per gallon on gas, which was $4.60 at the time. So I mean, but yeah, we got Trader Joe's. We got, depending on, I guess it's a lot of regional stuff more than anything, right? Because here in Michigan, we got Meijer, we got I Kroger. Although I don't know if those are things anywhere else in the U.S. I don't know, I don't know. So at Publix, yeah, that's not a thing here in Michigan either. So I wouldn't know, but looks like we got both players here getting warmed up. I'm gonna finish getting set up because I was just kind of killed time. We're talking about grocery store chains, because why the hell not? And it's okay. Hold on. You know what? Yeehaw. I've got a bone to pick with you in a minute here, but I'm gonna finish getting set up first. So give me 2 seconds. All right, here we go. It is time now for the second half of Monday Night Mayhem. Our last one before reckoning. Introductions, please. In the red corner, he is a guy who just barely made it back from his train ride home. To make this match happen, he is up late, getting it done. Of course, most notably yesterday, I think it was yesterday, he was one of our most recent players to finally reach level 33. A friendlies guy, Dan Vinky. And his opponent over on the blue side of the ring, a fellow Dan here in the world of classic Tetris, who, of course, is one of our more vocal members of the community, a fellow Re-Screamer. He's got his Battle Royal tournament coming up. He is the one, the only, hell yeah, for Grand Designs, or Dan Grisines.
No! No! No!
Did Dan V turn 16 recently? Yeah, I know, King, you're right. Yeah, 13. So, of course, we're on the back half of this episode of the show. And again, this is an epic rematch. Apparently. It's apparently a big rematch from like a year ago. So I mean, we could check the history. I'm assuming this was on Friendlies. And another random GD screen. No, that was not intentional. I know what the problem was. Thank you for pointing it out. Raw is live from Detroit, Michigan. Why aren't I there? Because I'm hosting this. I'm doing this, man. Come on. Like, Raw is exciting and all. But, like, you know. I have responsibilities, like hosting the greatest show in all of classic Tetris Friendlies, so. See, transitions works. Yeah, no, that was not intentional. I need to make sure because I have it. So when I show quote unquote the source, it'll play it. But then when I hide it, it stops, right? But if I forget to hide it, it'll play. But yeah, let's see how the last set between these two gentlemen went. Let's see if I could find in the history. Did Dan win? Did GD win? Hold on. He did win. Last time they played, I found it. All right, we're gonna talk about this in a minute. I got a few things to talk about in a minute. Especially there's one particular comment from Yeehaw I need to address, and actually we can talk about that now. So we got it ready here from Grand Design. As always, he's look forward to a great set. GLHF. Man, what an episode that was, too. Freaking Kirby came on the show that day. Big Sippy played Melon Soda and won. It would probably be a much different story now. Oh my goodness, what an episode that was. And yeah, you did. You know, I was gonna be the one to bring that up, but yes, you did lose. You did lose. Of course, we got Tetris time here. I don't know that I said hello yet, but hello, welcome in. All right, we got a hover 3 from Grand Designs. Once we got it ready from Dan V. Weller. There it is. Let's go ahead now. Let's count him down. Get number 1. It's on the run in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Something like that. Well, okay, or I could just not say Tetris, but I mean, just go whatever, I guess. Like, what's the bot doing? My God. So, can I do it? No, I cannot do that accent at all. No, I think King's Dan impression is kind of unbeatable. I'm also not. I haven't heard Dan talk enough to do a good impression. So, but. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. I do have a bone to pick with you. Yeah. It's Meyer, not Myers. That was all I was gonna say. Right? That is a yes. To those not from the Midwest United States, that is a real debate that people have all the time. Is it Meyer or is it Myers? Like, it's Meyer. Okay, do you call Walmart's a singular? Do you refer to a singular Walmart as Walmart's? No, I didn't fucking think so. It's Meyer. But yeah, you did type an S, yeah. Oh my word. But yeah, like, checkmate liberals. No, kidding. All kidding aside. 104, Grand Designs. 151, Dan Vweller. You were referring to multiple Myers stores. Okay, see, that is fine. If you were referring to, like, Myers, like, plural Myers. Oh, uh-oh. Grand Designs in some trouble here. Wait, what a T-spin from GD. Oh, my God. It was just a panic move that kind of worked out. Dan in some trouble as well. Oh, Dan needs this long bar. Needs it now. Needs to look for that left side. Really needs a long bar. Oh, my word. Gets the long bar left. He's got to stay alive a little bit longer here. Needs another long bar, but doesn't come in time. Oh, no. 159, the final score. TT says you can't be going. If TT says you're going too aggressive, you're going too aggressive, man. So 160, the score required for Grand Designs. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Can't be going that aggressive. Yeah, I mean, if you got Tetris time telling you that, you're probably doing something wrong. Yikes. Tetris for GD, that'll be good. 163 will be enough for him to take game number 1. Has there been any recommended? I would say there's been one of the games from Scooty and Oscar was pretty good, pretty all right. So either way, we got 2 readies. Let's go ahead and count them down for game number 2 in 3, 1 Tetris. What on earth is up with the bot tonight? I think the bot is having just as much of a case of the Mondays as all of our players, apparently. Like, Jesus Christ. Just that kind of day, apparently. But hey, I'm still having a good time. Like, the players might not be, but I'm enjoying myself. So I mean, I hope the fans that are here are enjoying themselves. Because like I'm enjoying myself, even if the players are not. But something I was gonna talk about, you know, as we were getting this match started before Dan got into that crazy situation where he needed a long bar for a filthy Tetris. I was going to talk about, of course, the last time these guys played here on Tetris Friendlies, you know, we were kind of talking about it, you know, yeah, there was a match from like a year ago. We were kind of just guessing. I can tell you exactly what it was. The online facts are here. It was from the February 8th, 2021. So it was over a year ago when this match happened last. And the winner was Grand Designs in a sweep where, according to my notes, he barely clutched out a chase down that went all the way to 29. So that was what happened last time. And right now, Grand Designs with a 1-0 lead, looking to repeat. So we'll see if Dan Vweller here can have to play a bit safer. As TT would tell you, you play too aggressive. Right? God, I still can't believe that's a real quote from Tetris Time of all people. That's so, I'm sorry, that's just so funny to me. I love it. Oh God. All right, so Dan up a little high. Actually, both Dans up a little high. And oh, GD. Okay, nice Kingsman special there with the long bar. Oh my word, he is up very high. Skimming his way out. Oh, but missed the quick tap. Like, he got the quick tap, but the dash was just off. And he's going to give the gift right back. 144, the final score. And at 2:05, Dan will be good. We'll take game number 2. And we're tied up. Dan with the Vits. Give him the bar. Give him the bar. Give it to him. Hey, there it is. But either way, your fellow Dan is ready for game number 3. And there's our hover 3 from Dan Vinky. So let's go ahead. Let's count it down for game number 3. It's now a best of 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I just don't pick up my controller today. That's a mood. Dude, I'm like scared to pick up my controller after tonight. Like, I'm just... I had a pretty good day yesterday, of course, you know, as did Dan. All right, Dan. Okay, listen, like, Dan will tell you that his qual for Classic Tetris Wars was bad. It's like, oh, I only got level 33. It's not good enough. I was literally molding. I can't do the accent. All right, I'm gonna stop trying to do the accent, but like, he had a damn good qual. He had like almost a max out average and is mad. Like, come on. Like, imagine being mad at that. It's not like I did a whole lot better. I was ecstatic and I barely did better, so I mean but either way, got about 100,000 point spread here already. Grand Design's cutting into that a bit though. 61,000 for him, 136 Dan Vinky. Looked like maybe some early slowdowns on GD's side. Yeah, King not impressed with the Dan Vinky impression. Nor was I, so it's all good. We're on the same page here. Dan with a nice, oh my god, the roll leg, man. Like, obviously, I know it may not mean as much to you people coming from me, but like, it's still, as just a spectator, even as a roller, it is still so impressive to see what other people can do with it too, and Dan is no exception to that. Gets another long bar, gets another Tetris, goes to 233, so still enjoying about 100,000 point lead here. Actually, over 100,000 point lead now, so about 100,000 and then another half Tetris. I mean, sure, but I kind of have that appreciation for, moves that are really difficult to do. And Dan has pulled off, I mean, that first game where he had that early top, I mean, it is incredible that he survived as long as he did. I mean, I'd hate for us to become numb to those sorts of moments, because, I mean, that was actually insane how long that he survived that situation. Had the long bar come a piece earlier, he would have been totally fine. And we all would have been screaming like, oh, he survived, right? But because he topped out, we're all just making fun of him. It's like, well, yeah. But not making fun of him right now, though, as he has got a nice, healthy lead. 332 to 199. Make that 222 for Grand Designs. So still over 100,000 point lead here for Dan. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, people that don't roll. Yeah. yeah, once you get into it, it's like, wow, it's actually really hard to move the pieces that fast. Like, you know, like, it really is. I mean, it just, yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I think it might, you know, having that ability, it does make watching this like, wow, this is actually really impressive. Like, I know how impressive that was, like, because I also do this, and some, you know, and sometimes it's moves I can do, sometimes it's moves I probably can't at this point, you know, like, but what can certainly happen is Dan can certainly continue to maintain this lead right now. He gets another Tetris here. 492 through 102 lines. Solid pace for him. 300 here for Grand Designs through 98 lines. So, again, the early struggles definitely keeping him far behind in this one. But we still have the 19. Still anything can happen. This is why we play the game. So Dan Vinky in need of a long bar. Nice dirty Tetris, I think. I think that was a Tetris. So Dan with another dirty Tetris setup. There's long bar. There's the score. Go to 544. Is now in need of a couple more long bars here. Going to fill in the dependency. Now is Tetris ready here. He's got... Actually, both players about 10 lines to go here till we transition to level 19. 553 to 382. So again, Grand Design's really gonna need a big push here on the 19 speed to catch up. And also may need Dan to make a mistake here as he transitions 600,000 here. Dan Grazines has transitioned as well at 431. Is Tetris ready over in column 2? He's upping the aggression because he knows he has to. There's the... Oh, no, he didn't get it. Now we'll get it. Oh, my God. That was a scary, scary situation there. Could have been really bad if he lost ass on that second attempt. Meanwhile, Dan V in some trouble here. Okay, gets a long bar for some relief there on the right side. 705, his score at level 21. And it looks like he's probably going to be okay here. $473 here for Grand Designs. 713 for Dan Vinky. Grand Designs, oh man, unfortunately has to take that triple there. Again, the playing death, so it's definitely tougher to maintain a well like that. But now he's nice and clean. Decides not to go Akibar there. And he's going to just take the safety double there. Oh, misshifts and S-piece. So it looks like he'll continue to fall further behind here. And oh, drops the Z on the left. That's going to be it. He's finished at just 493. And Dan Vinky will take game number 3, take the 2-1 lead. And of course, if you wish, you can mull this out, because why the hell not? We're ahead of schedule, so like, who cares? And also, it is actually good pace, so. So another score here, approaching 900 here. He could really use a long bar for that left side. Gets it. And yep, now is working this back down. Nicely done. All right, so here we go. 934 here. Oh, look at that. We got 969. Hey, now. Just 200 less points. That would have been an amazing score. Would have been 969, 420. That would have been too good. But Dan is up high. He's ready. Where's the bar? Oh, the game is trolling. Give him the bar. Oh, my God. The look on his face. Wow. Oh man. That's yeah, that's a bra moment right there. But he beat GD's PB. So that was definitely solid. Probably would have won anyway, so. Oh yeah, GD even saying it. Yeah, like I can't even feel bad. He just beat my PB. Dan doing a quick reset. We got GD ready to go. Oh, actually, oh, it was accidental. Got it. All right, yeah, right, 800 on 24, no max. Yeah, seriously. Bro moment. Game did not cooperate there, as the console has turned off again. All right, we got it ready. So let's go ahead. Let's count it down. Game 4 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And coming up next, actually, I don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you. If the queue would ever load. Hello, Van Dweller. Dan Resigns. Yeah, Dan Resigns. Yeah. Yeah, queue is not loading. All right, let me see if I can scroll up in the chat here. Who is next? Oh yes, up next will be TNI Saint versus Dewey. I'm gonna just copy paste the remainder of this queue into a notepad because now that I have found it in the chat, the command does not seem to be working at the moment. So bot has been acting up. So yeah, so up next will be TNI Saint versus Dewey. So Saint is restarting the computer right now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as long as it's not an early top out. And well, if Grand Designs wins, I mean, either way, you're good, right? So yeah, that's right. Dan on Dan crime. Very true. Oh, but you're able to get the queue to load. Okay. Also, welcome in. Right, this next true crime podcast, right? It'll be the episode. I don't really have a good impression for it, but so it'll be an episode on Dan crime, right? If you're into true crime, yeah, or maybe you know, since Kingsman, you know, runs everything, right? It'll be Kingsman podcast, right? Coming up this week on True Crime with the King, right? I don't know. Dan on Dan crime. Something like that. But speaking of crime, it is a crime that we have your board like this. Dan V is up very high. So 138 Dan, who is God, I have like nothing to say. He's digging out of this so well, but finds himself behind here. Grand Designs at 199. Gets that long bar over to the left. Looked like a misdrop in column 2 earlier on. So Dan, meanwhile, his left side. There we go. Gonna get that triple, I believe that was. All I know is that was not a Tetris. Yeah, Vandy has played on this very program before. It was a while ago, but yeah, just doesn't have enough time nowadays. But yeah, I think he played King one time on here too. So that was, I remember that being pretty fun. I think that was in like my early days of doing this. Now to come to think of it, I think it was, I mean, that was a long time ago. And there you go. King let you know. Yeah, 4 and 6 lifetime. So. But yeah, we'll have to get Vandy back on here one of these days. Right? We get Dan V on here all the time, but what about Vandy? Right? You destroy me. Nice. I mean, well, one way to find out. One way to find out. But another thing we're going to find out right now is how the outcome of this game will be. Of course, we got about a 1 Tetris lead here for Grand Designs, 289, 262. So Dan Vweller finally getting this board back down to safety here. I think for the first time in about 40 or so lines, but immediately misdrops a Z, and the stream buffer, you can see the look on his face. He can't believe it. Yeah, we'll have to put, yeah, for May, man. Yeah, May will probably be a lot chiller. Oh, dirty Tetris for Dan. Nice. Got transition coming up, but yeah, we'll do it in May, man. Because yeah, Vandy does it. Yeah, I mean, King's right. Vandy does have like 69 Mega Masters matches to call over. So, which if you haven't been watching that, you should be, because I mean it's a crazy bracket. I tell you what. Right? You want to watch my boy Sidnev live up to my prophecy of him winning, right? As I've prophesized it, of course, you know, on CTM radio, right? You heard it from me first. Sidnev's winning. But right now, in this matchup, though, Dan Grazines is the Dan who is winning this one. He's at 426, 356 for Dan V, who's already transitioned. Added Tetris for him. He'll go to 381. Oh, man, both players up high. Grand Designs with the Tetris, 453, his score. He's on 19. 135 lines for him. So about 10-ish lines back from Dan Vinky, who is, again, behind in points. But Dan, of course, with the rolling to potentially up the pace here, but right now has not been able to do so. There's the long bar, though, for a dirty Tetris. Very well timed. Still just about a 1 Tetris difference here. Grand Design's at 469. Hey now, hey now. He's that long bar over to the left. He is in a little bit of trouble here. Both players at 474. But again, Grand Design's behind in line, so he's got the true lead here, but is certainly going to want to get out of this situation sooner than later. But it's game point here for Dan V, who is up high. So he kind of needs to get this down here. I think that's kind of important. He wants to survive, but right now he is going aggressive here. He's set up for a dirty Tetris, but okay, now he's going to burn this down. That was so aggressive. Tetris for Dan, 530. He'll take the lead. It's Grand Designs. Going to take a nice safe burn there. $529 Grand Designs, level 24. $593 Dan Vinky, level 25. 3 lines to go till 26 now. Tetris for both. So it's now about an 80,000 point spread on the real-time score, but again, Grand Designs back by quite a few lines here, about 15 lines. Tetris for Dan, 663. Is opening up this lead further. I think I would say Dan V does have the true lead. As he adds another Tetris and is looking to pull away now. Another one for GD. Oh man, this one This one could come down to the wire. It's basically gonna come down to whether GD can chase down whatever Dan gets. And right now is 100,000 points ahead of GD. At least as far as real-time score is concerned. Dan, though, okay, opens up that right side. Has 2 more Tetrises available till the 29. The thrill screen, whatever you want to call it nowadays. Now is 1 line left. It's going to burn into kill screen. 808. Nice triple there. Maybe that was a that might have been a Kiltris, actually. I didn't even see how many lines that was. But he's on level 30. He's still going. 851. Grand Designs with that Tetris now into 28. 755. So 100,000 points back. Is going to need every last Tetris he can get here. But has to take a double there in a single. So could only get 1 more. Has got to set up in column 2 here. To even have a chance. And will get it. See if he can keep going, and no, doesn't look like it. He'll be finished at 796 and at 875 and still going. Dan Vinky gets to say game 4 is no more. He's got the game, he's got the match. Wow. There you go, King. We got one for the highlight reel, King. We got one. It's game 4 of Dan V and Grand Designs. And Dan V taking it in the rematch as monthly Tetris 2 comes in with a raid. Party of 6 just in time to watch the ending of Dan V and GD. And Dan takes it in 4. Oh, there you go. Dan let you know, first level 32 in competition. There you go. So up next, again, thanks again for the raid. Monthly Tetris 2, whoever that was, restreaming there. Is unclear as to who that was. But thank you so much. Up next, you guys are about to witness TNI Saint versus Dewey. So that'll be here in just a moment. Let me fix the music. There we go. So, yeah, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. right, here we go. The show must go on. So we're going to continue here. Introductions, please. In the red corner, he is a fellow Illinois qualifier attendee back in March, where he was unfortunately unable to make the bracket, but that's because he was playing on console. Tonight, he plays on his preferred emulator, running the 240p camera. He is our good friend, T&I Saint. His opponent over in the blue corner will be a tough one, as he is, of course, an honorable mention, one of the top honorable mentions on the King's Fave 5 list for the year of 2022. Just barely, it was just barely not on that list, and one could argue he should have been there, and he's going to show you that maybe he should have. Tonight, it's Dewey. He's a little camera shy, but that's okay. We love him anyway. Yeah, the top honorable mention. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I remember when King announced the list, when he announced that I was on there, I'm like, what? Like, I was probably about as surprised as anyone, really, so. Like, I'm starting to see why, but, like, at the same time, I was, at the time, I was very surprised, so. I was like, wait, you picked me over Dewey? Like, what? Like. So, yeah, no, I mean, I'm starting to see why, for sure, but, like, and it's no fault of Dewey. It's just, like, I've actually been, you know, I feel like I've gotten a lot better this year already, so, I mean. Right? It's because King put, listen, I'm telling you, King doesn't put me on the Fave 5, none of this happens. Obviously, right? Well, that's because you're, well, Yeehaw, that's because King didn't put you on the Fave 5. See, King, you should have put Yeehaw on the Fave 5 so he could rapidly improve. Right? Yeah, imagine being on the shit 6 one week and then the next being announced as a member of the Fave 5. Like, what? Then that was the other thing. He had just got done telling me, like, oh, yep, you're on the shit 6, right? Like, I thought there was no way. So. But, all right, folks, so once we got ready from our two gentlemen on our big stage here, let me know once you're ready, that is. We'll go ahead and get this underway. Right, yeah, fine enough for. Maybe, you know, maybe that needs to be my ripoff, right? That's got to be my ripoff of, right? From the Burb Wizard. Right, it's time to announce the fine enough for. All right, we got it ready from both players. All kidding aside, let's count it down. Game number 1. It begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, the fine enough for. That does sound like it'd be a good ripoff of the Fave 5. It'd be pretty funny, actually, but. And of course, Saint believing in the max. Was also praying earlier that for Dewey to top out early, but I can't imagine we'll see that here. I by no means can I imagine that happening. Although, because it did happen once with a brutal seed, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that nonsense here, right? None of that nonsense. But right now, Saint does have about a 1 Tetris lead here, as Dewey has had to take a few burns, but it's got the right side open. There we go. Tetris for Dewey. But again, like I was mentioning, in the in the intros, of course, Saint, a guy I had the pleasure of meeting back in Illinois out at the Tetris Roadhouse. And, well, I guess I met him before Tetris Roadhouse, but Tetris Roadhouse was an integral part of that experience. And, yeah, Saint was a cool dude. Saint was, like I said, not necessarily as good on console, but was given one, I believe, by Colin. And once he could really, if he could get the console setup going and all that, I think, I think Saint could do really good at the World Championship level. I mean, or at least have it, at least maybe squeak in the bracket there. I think he could. He's shaking his head, but I think he's a pretty solid player, honestly. So he continues to shake his head, like, what are you talking about? I don't have a good Saint impression, to be honest, but. Or maybe I would do it, but I really don't have a good... I don't have a good impression of a lot of people, honestly. Like, But he's at 196 right now. I mean, he's shaking his head at everything I'm saying, but I mean, he's got the lead. 196 to 188, but Dewey takes the lead back with the Tetris, so they are going back and forth here. That is to say, we are neck and neck. Well, I mean, but seriously, like the console, right? Like console versus emulator, like it's a huge difference in timing, and when you're, especially when you're used to like keyboard tapping, I mean, some people are kind of lucky and, find the console tapping to be easier, but I mean, in a lot of cases, it's more difficult. And understandably so. I mean, generally the keyboard buttons are a lot bigger than on the controller. Yeah, you probably could do a decent impression, Colin, honestly. Yeah, because you drove them all the way out there, so I mean. But right now, not much driving happening. There's a lot of Tetrising going on here. There's one there for Saint, 302. His score, 235 for Dewey. As he misdrops an S. And wide-eyed at that, like, what? Did that really just happen? Like it or not, it sure did. But Dewey handling it nicely, gets another Tetris, goes to 283 up on row 2. It looks like he is going to continue to build on row 2. So still about a 50,000 point spread. Saint with the lead. Gonna expand on that now with that Tetris. So we're approaching 100 lines, which means we are just about 30 lines away from that 19 transition. We'll see that speed increase, as you all know, or as many of you know. There could always be new people here, so that might not know. So yeah, speed increase happening at 130 lines. And listen, I say that, I do say that genuinely. Like, listen, I know half the time it sounds like I'm joking, but I'm being genuine. But right now, what's not a joke also is Saint. That board looks like a couple hangs of a J, followed by some other subsequent pieces. He's finished at 378. Warm-up is done, he says, as Dewey takes game number 1 by a small margin. So game number 1 going to Dewey there, who is also staying up late to make this match happen. Dewey is ready to max, as is Saint. So we're going to see a double max out here. You all ready for this? It's going to happen right here. Game number 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, we've been promised a double max out this game. Well, now that we've said that, it's probably not going to happen, but that's okay. They're still great human beings regardless. So, does that make them better or worse Tetris players? Well, not necessarily. But this board for Dewey, though, looking a little rough, but that J gonna solve everything. But Unfortunately, still no long bar in sight here for Dewey. Like I always say, he's not just ready, waiting on the long bar, but guess what? It ain't coming. There it is, though, finally, for the score, 30,000 to 91. Another one for Dewey to close the gap. And, of course, Colin has promised double max out, and he'll gift subs to both players. That is way too kind. But sounds like he'll do it anyway. I knowing Colin, he'll do it. So. Oh, but Dewey. Hearing that, misdrops an S. Is in need of some sort of pieces to tuck, as Z will help with that, but now needs a T. Gets it. And honestly, that was very well handled on Dewey's side there, but unfortunately, on account of these burns, is going to fall behind further in points here. 113 his score, 186 for Saint. So, of course, boards are getting cleaned up. Dewey is clean. Nice adjustment for a square there. And, yeah, like I said, we're looking clean here. Of course, kind of taking a look at our queue. If I could open it, that would be good. We can open it. Excellent. So, we got 2 more matches after this one. And it'll be Boxy and Mielchuk. Mielchuk. I always just call it Mielchuk. I don't think he has too much issue with that. And then we'll see the Wolf Lord versus Penguin Panic. Yeah, muscles. Yeah, something like that. So that'll be rounding out the queue tonight. But, you know, I almost forgot. We were talking about Mega Masters earlier, you know. I know I said Sidnev was my prediction, but actually I forgot about my real prediction. My real prediction was Kingsman winning that event, right? Mega Masters. Kingsman out of nowhere with the chair, as Pumpy would say. As Pumpy had told me after that, right? I just predicted, like, you know what? It'll be Kingsman, right? Just wait. Just wait for the Mega Masters finale. King will be there. That's who's really going to win. But right now, Dewey looking to try and take game 2 here, but is currently behind. Breathing a little sigh of relief there that he got the long bar that he needed. It's at 276 now. 359 here for the TNI Saint. Oh my god. Yeah. Make everyone consume cheesecake. Go into a diabetic coma. Oh my god. Yeah, right. He'd take everyone to what was the name of that place that he took Pumpy to? Oh, Juniors, I think it was called. I don't know. I've never been to New York, so I don't really know. I don't know the place very well, but yeah, he'd take everyone there and just disqualify everyone by by getting them into a diabetic coma. Yeah, I think you're right on that. See, you've taken my prediction to a whole new level. Right? Yeah, throw for good cheesecake. Like, I mean, sounds like a good deal to me. I mean, it's food. Like, if I'm getting free food, pretty solid deal, I would say. But it's not such a good deal here as Dewey's board is starting to get a little out of hand. Needing a couple more burns. He's ideally a square to the left. Oh, comes a piece too late. Now needs another long bar here. Has to take this triple. One line to go till the transition. but has to burn into it. 414 his score. He is way behind. Saint is at 516 still with 3 lines to go to the transition. And now we'll get there 519. So about 100,000 point spread. As Ian Keith pushes for Dewey to remember his training. And it looks like he will, getting that T all the way left. There's Lombard, there's a score. 468 now, still about 100,000 points back. And is ahead in lines. So Saint has a nice, large advantage right now. Tetris for Dewey, 523. And we're going to see, more than likely, he's going to be looking to up the aggression here. All right, unfortunately, he's not getting the best pieces here. Has to take some burns, but pretty much now or never. I mean, he's got to pick it up here. Although, actually, he's starting to close the gap here on the real-time score. 587 Saint, 557 Dewey, who is 10 lines ahead. Dewey with a nice burn there. Meanwhile, Saint has been burning for a little while, and with that Tetris from Dewey, he'll take the lead. So, after being down 100,000 points at the start of transition, Dewey now is looking to take the driver's seat here. But Saint coming right back with another Tetris, 629 to level 23. Oh man, this one could absolutely come down to the wire here. Especially if Saint keeps having to take a few burns here. Tetris ready. There's the Lombard. There's the Tetris. 663 to 681. Both on 24. It's about a 8-line spread. Saint with a nice burn on the left side. Get the right side reopened. Now is Tetris ready. It's 673. 754 here for Dewey, who is at level 26 already, though. So 10 lines ahead. $705 for Saint here on level 25. There's a burn into the Tetris. So this is anyone's game. Dewey definitely with some more pressure to put on some pressure, if that makes any sense, because he is ahead in lines right now. Ahead in points as well. Actually, no, he's no longer ahead in points. 766 his score. 772 for Saint. Saint is like over 10 lines back. Simul Tetris, 806 to 809. Dewey with the ever so slight lead. This is neck and neck. Tetris for both. 27 now for Saint, 28 for Dewey. This is a very, very tight game here. Dewey needs every last Tetris he can get, but his left side looking nasty. And he's going to be finished at 846. Both players were actually pushing for the double max, but it's not going to happen. I don't even think we'll get one here. But Saint is good. We'll take game number 2, and we'll tie it up 1-1 at 9:58. So no double max, but I mean, we were not too far off there. An exciting finish, without question. That was wow. So game 2 going to Saint. And Colin's wallet is safe for another day. So next game is double max. Oh, goodness. All right. Ready from Dewey. Comp PB if we don't count Mullins. Yeah, next one's a max. All right, yeah, obviously. Here we go. Let's count it down. Game number 3. Ends in 3, 2, 1. Tetris as Milchuk. Milchuk coming in with a new 19 PB of 1.1 million. Sheesh. Putting Boxy on notice, as they'll be playing after this set is done. All right, so Dewey with a hole on the right side. Looked like made a misdrop at the beginning there. Right now, oh man, these pieces not really helpful for Dewey to get this board reopened, but now is starting to, now the board's starting to resolve itself. But unfortunately, is off to a fairly slow start. He's at 34,000 here, 77,000 here for Saint, who's got a nice clean board. Another Lombard, another Tetris, one hundo here. So we go to 27 lines, he's at 123 now, 57,000 right on the nose for Dewey. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He'll a legend now. A 1.1 million player on level 19. That is something else. That sure is something. Of course, this will be Burb's semi-hourly reminder as these guys continue on. Stay hydrated, y'all. It's important. Take care of yourself physically, mentally. It's important. Of course. Of course, the water helping physically. I mean, honestly, you could argue mentally as well, but health's important. So yeah, there you go. Burp semi-hourly reminder. As we get a quick score check here, 196 for Saint, 157 for Dewey. As we are 50 lines through this one, so about a 2 Tetris lead here for Saint. All right, so Saint with some digging ahead of him here. Has been kind of digging for a little while, but hasn't really been anything too crazy. It's just been kind of annoying more than anything. Or at least I can imagine. I don't know. I probably would be more annoyed than anything. But got a Lombard dependency towards the middle of his board here. And oh, but that S misdrop. Oh, you can see the look on his face. Are you kidding me, man? So that's going to prolong this dig a little bit longer here. And that's also going to allow Dewey to take the lead. Tetris, that'll do it right there. 253 to 224. Dewey in control of this one here. All right, Tetris for Dewey. So he's taking advantage of this situation that Saint has been in, but now Saint's clean, and with that J, he's Tetris ready. So yeah, he's gonna look to stay on track here, look to stay within a Tetris or two, and so far he's doing a pretty good job at that. It's just in need of some more line pieces right now, as finally there it goes. It shows up. I was about to say the line, and it's the games know. I'm basically anti-cursing these games, and it's great. That's always a great feeling when I unintentionally curse it in a good way, right? But oh no, as soon as I say that though, Dewey with a nice vault of the Z may actually survive this. Oh my god, another vault, this time an S. Oh my goodness, needs an L, but isn't getting it. Really needed an L for that left side, and that's gonna be it for Dewey. 293 his final score, and at 349 Saint will be good. We'll take game number 3 and the 2-1 lead. Dude, yeah, man, he just needed an L, got a J instead. I mean, that what do you want? Like what do you want at that point? I mean, you could see he was holding out, like, didn't want to put a Z, because, I mean, that would have just, I mean, he wouldn't have been able to get anything over that. All right, 2-1 lead now for Saint. We got a ready from Dewey. And a ready from Saint as well. So let's go ahead, get the countdown for game number 4 underway. Game begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And again, coming up next will be Boxy and Milchuk. If I am correct on that, looks like I am. All right, and of course, Tang085. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you are enjoying some good Tetris action here. Some high-octane Tetris. And, yeah, it's been kind of a case of the Mondays, but, I mean, overall, we've had some good stuff. I mean, people have kind of gotten out of the Monday hole, or whatever you want to call it. Can't really think of a good word for it, but warm-up is done, right? I think that's probably the best way I could put it. Warm-up is done for the week. Well, maybe not for Marts, but otherwise, we're doing pretty good here. Yeah, funk is probably the word I'm thinking of, yeah. Yeah, thank you, fellow Team Same Voice member. By alternate accounts. Help me out. They have become sentient. Another thing that's becoming sentient right now are these center wells for both players. Got a column 8 for Dewey, a column 6, I believe that is, for Saint. So get your bingo cards out, because yeah, we got some Tetris bingo going on here right now. But neither player able to resolve these Tetrises just yet. But DB will get it first. Dirty Tetris. And there is one for Saint. All right, and another center well, the Mike well, as it has been called in the past. Tetris there for Saint. So 137 his score through 44 lines. Both players off to a rough start. 97,000 points for Dewey. So I've only seen like a Tetris or two out of him. He is struggling in this one. Yeah, you can see he's shaking his head. He knows this is a rough game. And of course, and like I said, we got 2 more matches left. Again, anyone who might just be getting here, we got to follow just a bit ago, anyone else who might just be getting here. Again, we got Boxy and Milchuk coming in fresh off a 1.1 from a 19 start. And still take on Boxy in a European clash. And then actually, honestly, well, no, I think Wolflord's from this side of the world, side of the pond, I think, but and with Wolflord and Penguin Panic. And Penguin Panic, of course, was a guy who was one of our top contenders to take on Ian Keith at Reckoning, and unfortunately was not able to defeat 20 Dan 03. Definitely a tough matchup. I mean, 20 Dan is solid player. He's tough to beat. So definitely some solid matches yet to come here. All right, now let's get a quick score check here. We're about 80 lines through. 282 Saint, 226 for Dewey. He keeps hammering along here. So there's a Tetris for Saint, followed by a split triple. Yeah, so I mean, slight misdrop there. I was just gonna say, I mean, these guys are looking good here, but as soon as I was even thinking about saying that, the thought crossed my mind, and a T was misdropped. I'm like, well, okay, like that happens. But look at this, Tetris bingo cards, get them out. We got a row 2, column 9, bang, Tetris for Dewey. So we got about 30 lines to go till we transition. It's about a 2 Tetris spread. Saint with the lead. And of course, and like I said, Dewey would definitely, he's on the ropes right now. Despite it being one of the kings one of King's favorite players this year. Honestly, one of mine too. He's definitely a very solid player. And you know, and I know I say he's like super high Kings list and everything, you know, but like I think he's kind of somewhat underrated in general. I think he's very much a better player than what people seem to think, in my opinion. But maybe I don't have the best perception of the community's perception of him as a player, but he's very solid. But right now he's on the ropes, behind in score in this game and in the match, down 2-1. This is 442 to 399. Saint with the lead still in this one as we're about to transition. But this one, I mean, it's pretty close. This could come down to the wire here. If both players keep up the pace, though, Saint gonna have to burn into transition. And we'll do it now, 446. And off, Dewey runs as well, 449. His score transition, we are neck and neck. All right, 453, 456. Tetris for Saint gonna take the lead, but Dewey getting one as well. So it's a 3-line difference here, and it is still neck and neck. Tetris for Dewey, 512 now. So they're just kind of going back and forth here. Another one for Dewey. Take a 3,000 point lead. I mean, and now it's a 4-line spread though, so really Saint with the pace advantage here. So they're just slamming him down back and forth here. Nice tuck there from Saint though. Gonna help keep that board clean, help keep him Tetris ready as well. 590 to 595. Saint with another long bar. Saint with the score, 617. His score. Dewey nice and clean, level 23. Adds a Tetris, goes to 628. So he's back by about a Tetris here and ahead in lines. So he's definitely going to be looking to keep up the pace here. But so is Saint. He's showing no signs of let up. 676 for him. 687 for Dewey. Saint Tetris ready here, level 23. Left side getting a little messy. And, oh, deciding not to rotate that Z. Thought he might have, but he missed the rotation there. So now is going to be forced to burn a little bit as he is behind in points on the real-time score as well. So this could be nasty if he's not careful. But gets the rest to reopen, and boom, simul Tetris. 730 to 781. Dewey with the lead, about 5 lines ahead though. All right, here we go. This is getting close to the end of the game here. Level 29 coming soon. Saint with a Tetris. Line dependency down in column 2. Needs a bar, will get it. It's a 794 here, 822 for Dewey, who is about 6 lines ahead. Saint having to burn a few lines. Needs something for the left side, and it's not going to show up. Resets the game. Doesn't matter what the score was. It wasn't even 800K. Dewey will be good to take game number 4. And we are going to a decider. You can play this one out if you want, because it is already level 27. All right. So Dewey could maybe squeak out a max out here, I think. No burns, though. Oh, man. Never mind. All right. Had to burn. You can see he was holding out as long as he could. Yeah, one more would have done it. But GG's nonetheless. 970. Solid game. Yeah, just did not want to show up. But Dewey lives to play another day. And Boxy gets some time to wake up. So one more shot at the double max. We'll see if these two gentlemen are able to get it here. We got it ready from Dewey. All right, and yeah, let's do it. From Saint, we'll count him down for game number 5. Let's finish this in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, so again, coming up next, Foxy and Milchuk will do battle. Half asleep Foxy and 1.1 from a 19 start Milchuk. And of course, the offer from Colin still on the table. If we get a double max here, gifted subs for both of our players. So we shall see if both of our players are able to, well, max out. Or if Colin's wallet will be safe. Find out after these messages. No, okay, we're not going to do commercials, but... All right, can you imagine if I just did an ad break right now? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Listen. I may be an asshole, but I'm not cruel. Right? Like, that's just cruel. Boxy offering up. Secretly play Fairtris to get the double max. Oh my god. I almost forgot about Fairtris, dude. Although Dewey maybe wanting Fairtris right now is he had a missed drop of that J. Which probably would not have happened on Fairtris. Penguin Panic regretting playing the last game of the night. Well, hey. You snooze, you lose. All right, so Dewey with a bit of a dig. I think on account of that one misdrop from earlier is still dealing with the repercussions of that situation. All right, so Dewey, up high, has got a dirty Tetris well set up. Dirty Tetris for Dewey. Look at that, 250 to 262. Make that 285. Saint with the lead. But telling you, bingo cards, if you don't have them out already, get them out, because these guys are throwing Tetrises wherever the hell they want. They do not care. And yeah, that's right. That's right, Milchuk. Yeah, you're a cheater already. At least not like Saint and Penguin Panic, who are filthy keyboard cheaters. So, right? Don't worry, you are not alone in the world of cheating. Yeah, do I know how it's looking? Yeah, we're probably not. Yeah, we're probably not going to do that tonight, unless, barring some disaster in the next couple sets. Probably not going to happen tonight, or unless Penguin would rather go to bed or something. But you know, but most likely not gonna have time to make that happen tonight. So, but we could potentially make that happen for the Monday after Reckoning when I come back. So. I think that would be an interesting match. Especially depending on how the Upstarts Championship goes next Friday. So, right? Like, if Ian Keith maintains the title, right, if he holds on to that belt, maybe that could be kind of a test, right? See if maybe he wants to give up the belt and, you know, vacate the spot to have a chance at the Phenoms title, right? Kind of like we saw Melon Soda do after Clash of Champions. And now, you know, now Melon finds themselves in the, you know, right in there in the Phenoms division. So maybe that's something we see with Ian Keith as well. Only time will tell. But time will also tell how this game goes. This final game 5 of this set. Well, not, well, the only game 5 of this set, but you know what I mean. The final game of this set, game 5. We got about 10 lines to go till we transition. Saint still with the lead. 5:15 with that one to 4:57. Another touches for both. So Saint transitions, 5:39. Dewey with a line to go. Will transition as well, 4:81. All right, so this is it. Off they run for one last time here. Nice. Oh, look at that. Bingo cards. Get them out. Someone's got to have a bingo by now. That was a column 4, I think. Tetris there for Dewey. 5:33 to 5:58. And Dewey will take a slight lead. Actually, no. It was neck and neck. It's a virtual tie here right now. This is about as neck and neck as it gets. Dewey taking a couple skims, though. Is now with Tetris behind. Waiting on a long bar, but guess what? It ain't coming. So he has to continue to burn, but is just struggling here. Finally, a bar shows up, but it was way too late. But it's gonna just tap, tap, tap that Z all the way left. There's the long bar. There's the score. 599 to 669. Hey now. As we are racing along here, level 22. 167 lines apiece. So Dewey, yep, there we go. Long bar for the score for Dewey. 636, 678 now is the score for Saint. Tetris for Dewey now. So still within 1 here. Unfortunately, I have to burn into level 24 here. And I'm afraid I cannot make, well, maybe I can make you play good. I may not be able to make you play good, but I can make, King and I can make you famous. So we can at least do that. But, oh, but Saint is going to be done. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even see what happened. His board was so clean. I look away for 2 seconds, and he's finished at 7:15. So we have a chase down situation here. Dewey, you need 716. 716,000 points. This Tetris should at least get you close if you get it. There's the score. And yeah, that'll do it. 717. Play this out if you wish, but Dewey's going to be good. And we'll take it 3-2. Yeah, very nice set all around. Let Dewey finish this one out. I mean, we're at the end, right? It's the end of the game. See what he can do here. No double max. So Colin's wallet is safe tonight. But not Dewey's board as he's finished at 787. But it didn't matter. That was good enough for the win. So let's head on over. That winner scene. There he is. Well, his shoulder anyway. Dewey getting it done. Showing you how he managed to be on the Fave 5 honorable mention list. The favorable mention list. Yeah, no, the honorable mention list for the Kings Fave 5. Congratulations to you. Thank you both for coming on, putting on a good set. All right, just a couple more matches left to go. It's time. Next match is going to be Boxy versus Milchuk. So, again, GG's in that last match, but we're going to go get this next one set up, and we'll be right back. All right, we go. It's getting close to the end of the night here. We've got a European clash coming up here in this one. We got a couple guys staying up real late. Introductions, please. On the red side, he is, of course, one of our hosts and moderators here in the world of Tetris Friendlies. And he's also an ELO Battles host, as well as the host of that game show that you'll see from time to time, Who Wants to Be a Max Outer? And he is showing his face for once tonight. He is Boxy. His opponent over on the blue side, a keyboard cheater, as he earlier tonight, just about a half hour ago, managed to get a 1.1 million point score from a 19 start. And he is looking to take it right to Boxy tonight. He is Milchuk. Look at that. Look at that filthy keyboard cheating right there. Up close and personal. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we're gonna have to ban Milchuk from Tetris Friendlies. That is cheap. No. Is this what I'm up against? It may or may not be. All right, we got it ready from Milchuk. He's ready to go. Let's do it, friend. And Boxy ready to go as well. So it's late. Let's get these guys going. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I'm gonna do a little editing magic here real quick. Just maybe just kind of look at this, and here we go. Nothing happened. Editing, studio mode, right? It's such a great feature. Right, looks considerably less scuffed. Now, I don't sound less scuffed, but, you know. Maybe one of these days that'll change. Who knows? But, for right now, still your AM radio host, making this show happen. As we are neck and neck here in this one. 49,000 apiece. Boxy with the Vits. Oh, but Milchuk, though, with a slight complication on that right side. Oh, that right side looking nasty. Longmark gets there, though. Just tap it away. You can watch it right there. He's got the hand cam on, letting you know he's cheating. And cheaters never win, apparently, because he's not able to get that J over the left. He's finished at just 57,000. So Boxy's good. We'll take game number 1. So Milchuk can play 19, not 18, apparently. Yeah, the A, yeah. All right, we got 2 readies. We're shaking it off quick. Game number 2, as GD would tell you, it's coming straight to you in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Probably sounded so bad on that mic. this poor mic, dude. Like, it's not a great mic, and it probably just has no idea how to process my dumb GD impressions. Like, it just probably has no idea how it's supposed to process that. Like, this poor thing. This is like a $30 mic, right? Like, right? I got it a while ago too, so I mean, I just needed, I just needed some mic that was functioning in any capacity. So, right now though, we got two players that are also functioning in any capacity. So that's always a plus. 70,000 for both, roughly. So, neck and neck. Milchuk got to take the lead with the Tetris there. And but Boxy missing the tuck there on that right side. Went a little too far with that T-piece, so was unable to resolve the tuck there, but is going to take a nice skim there and another. Get that all fixed up. Lungbar engaged. There's a Tetris, as Kingsman would say. All right, no, nice 5 and below adjustment from Boxy too. Wow. And with Das, no less. Goodness. Certainly not something I mean, shit, I don't even do that now. Like, I don't even do that adjustment now when I'm rolling, right? Like, oh my God. Not often you see that, but Boxy able to do it. He's got the lead. As a reward, 188, make that 211 through 44 lines. Solid start here in this one. 153 the score for Milchuk. Milchuk with a nice burn there on the right side. And of course, I haven't really had a chance to watch him in a long time, I feel like. I know we'll have the pleasure of watching him in Futures Circuit. I was the guy responsible for scheduling that. That'll be happening, I believe, this Wednesday was what we decided. I'm the guy scheduling it. I don't even remember, but all right, I think that was this Wednesday. So I like what you're seeing from Milchuk. He's doing pretty good here right now. 206 to 57 lines, not a bad score by any means. Yeah, this Wednesday you'll have a chance to check him out. 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 UTC. Oh, but Boxy though, in some serious trouble, giving the gift right back. The Boxy not like this. Although, wait. Score was 244. Score was 244. It's not over. I thought Milchuk had already passed that. Hopefully he was not depending on me for that. 245 is what he needs. But he can't get it! Oh my word. Oh my word.
No! No! No!
Yikes. That is a rough finish there. So, I don't think he was counting me. I think he probably would have topped out anyway. That is really unfortunate, though. 2-0 is the score. Boxy with the lead. All right. Milchuk versus Sunny. Oh, God. Oh, Classic Ninjas Latam with a raid. Party at 9. Welcome in, my friends. We're going to see a double 1.1 in just a moment here. I think we got 2 readies. I think we did. Or, no, or do we? No, we don't. So once we got 2 readies, we'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll go ahead and continue on with game number 3. Folks are just in time. Ever seen a sadder series? I mean, I don't know. Some of the ones tonight were pretty tragic. Foxy's hovering 3. Let's go ahead and count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Wolf Lord and Penguin Panic are up next for our final matchup of the night. Again, whoever was streaming on Classic Tetris Latam, probably Johan, if I were to guess. But either way, whoever you were, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. And of course, hello to Doc Pie. Hello, my friend. And Billy Mack vomiting over, it was either the Milchuk or Sunny set or over what just happened, but that was Pollo. It was Pollo. Well, thank you, my friend. This whole night has been a train wreck, right? I mean, well, I wouldn't say that. I've been having fun, so I mean, that's a plus. But there have been some highlightable games. for sure. There have been some highlightable ones. Yeah, Dewey and Saint put on a really good set, to be honest. So, I mean, hasn't been an entire train wreck. All right? We're not talking about train wrecks. I mean, right? Like, try building a PC. I'm just speaking hypothetically, of course. Try building a PC that, you know, where you're using a Ryzen and the CPU cooler comes with thermal paste that's basically like fucking Gorilla Glue. So when you're trying to remove the fan for a second because it's in the way, it rips out the CPU as well. That's a train wreck, and I'm not speaking from experience at all. That has never happened to me in the history of my existence. But that would be a disaster. But what's not a disaster is this score right now. 150 for Boxy, 168 for Milchuk. He's got the lead. As Boxy's got a square tower on the left side. Or did I say the left side? I meant the right. If I said the left side, I meant the right side. Like I said, got burp brain today. That's just how it be. It's okay. And also, I think I saw Heist was here. Hello, Heist. Yeah. So 182 Boxy, 217 from Milchuk. We're about 50 lines through this one. Nice key tuck from Boxy. And of course, rest in peace to our late great friend Pepe. And can you guys just give me 1 second? You can probably hear my dog in the background. Let me go deal with that. Please, no top outs. Give me like 2 seconds. Right? We're gonna be good here. 2 seconds. Okay, thank you for heeding my wish of not early topping. Let's get a quick score check out of the back. Sorry, my dog was freaking out, and I have no idea why. I get out there, and he's just laying there on the couch. Like, what? There's nothing wrong. 251 Boxy, 325 for Milchuk. And, of course, now we got everyone asking, what are my thoughts on big booty Latinas? Yeah, pretty hot, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to say they're ugly? Like, I mean, no, like, they're pretty hot. Wait, search history. Hey, now. I did not need to know that. Oh, man. Do I have a burb? I do not have a burp of my own, no. Have some dogs, though. We got some dogs in the home. I am the proud pet uncle of a couple of cats that belong to two good friends of mine, but no burps at this time. So, ironically enough. But right now, I'm sure Boxy also proud of himself, right? Or actually, well, proud of himself for staying alive, because it looked like as I had to go deal with the dog, he was in a dire situation, but probably not so proud of the score. 375 right now through 120 lines. Definitely looking to up the pace a little bit here. This Longbird not coming, though. As Milchuk's got the lead, though. His board in worse shape. All right, Foxy at 431. So Boxy's off and running here. Again, game point. He needs this game to win it. Mielchuk needing this win to stay alive. And he is in some trouble here. Oh, Mielchuk. Oh, those squares are not good. Those S's and squares. What on earth are these pieces? And Mielchuk can't survive. 449 is final score, so Boxy just needs a few burns. 450 is what he needs. As I fix the music here. All right, couple more birds. There we go. Boxy will complete the sweep at 452. Unfortunate way for Mielchuk to go out there. But Boxy, half asleep, gonna take it anyway. GG's to you. All right. And, oh, whoops. Thought studio mode was on. Brain cell, it was not. By the way, there you go. There's Boxy right there. Your winner here of this one. So maybe he'll consider going back to bed at some point or another, but he woke up just in time for a 3-0 sweep. So GG's to you. And of course, thank you to both for coming on. Oh my word. Okay, we got one more. We're gonna get through it. Taste the Mondays. It ends here with this final matchup of the night. Wolflord versus Penguin Panic. We'll be right back for this electric matchup. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. One more matchup coming up here tonight. Introductions, please. On the red side, he is, of course, a guy who's been kind of making his way on the friendly scene more regularly as of late, particularly on this show, the Monday Night Mayhem. And he's a guy who's going to be looking to work his way up the Upstarts Division ranks, I would like to think. Maybe have a shot at the title someday. He is the Wolf Lord. His opponent, a guy already pretty well established in said Upstarts division, staying up super, super late to make this matchup happen. Had a chance to take on Ian Keith at Reckoning, but unfortunately lost the final Upstarts Quest match to 20-03, and he is going to be looking to bounce back after that loss stronger than ever. Have a shot at the title at the next one. It's Penguin Panic! All right. So an Upstarts battle here to end the night. And I think it should be a good matchup. It should be a very closely contested game all around. Both players, honestly, pretty solid in spite of not having a max out. So, of course, we got Walter Hartwell White in the chat, of course. Was probably murdered. All right, so of course, when our two gentlemen up here are ready to go, let me know. So getting their final warm-ups in here. Oh, in need of a long bar. There's Wolf Lord. Oh, man. It's a warm-up. Who cares? All right, we got it ready from Wolf Lord. And he is offering up 18 all the way to our good friend Penguin Panic, who is on fire over there. And I mean in the literal sense. And Penguin Panic agrees, so we're going to do 18 all the way for this one. And he's ready to go. GLHFs all around. Let's go ahead, count him down. Game number 1 of our final matchup here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy night all around, I must say. You know, we've had some cases of the Mondays. You know, we've had a couple good sets. You know, it's been a very, very much a mixed bag tonight. And I think this set will be a pretty exciting way to end out the night. I think, like I said, we got two players that are pretty evenly matched, I would say. You know, both who I think, you know, I think Wolflord is definitely someone who can make his way up the Upstarts ranks, which I don't know, maybe he has already. Maybe I'm just dumb and haven't seen the rankings, but I mean, really, he's only overtaken by people who have played friendlies a lot more. And have also won, all right? I've also had success in that. I mean, you know, of course, Penguin Panic, number 2 contender for the title, right? You know, 20 Dan winning that number 1 spot and the right to face Ian Keith at Reckoning next Friday. Which, of course, don't forget to check that out, because that is going to be a good match. Oh, but Wolflord is in trouble right now. He is in trouble here. Gets another burn, but that is all he's going to get. 36,000, the final score. And at 97,000, Penguin Panic will be good. We'll take game number 1. Literally choked at the beginning. Oh, like physically choked? Oh, goodness. That would be something. All right, we got a hover 3 here from Penguin Panic. Wolflord, need a quick drink of water. Oh, literally choked on water. Yeah, that'll do it. Wrong pipe. That'll do it. He was just trying to get that resolved. Of course, health's important. So, all right, now he's ready. He's got himself composed. It is now ready to go. So let's count him down. Game number 2. We continue in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, here we go. Game number 2 underway. And obviously, you know, a literal choke at the beginning, but, you know, I mean, warm-up is done. So at least we're gonna hope that's the case. So we got Tetris in from Wolflord, 2 in a row to start, but now is gonna be forced to take some burns. Just keep this board clean. There we go, nice and clean. Just a couple Minos at the bottom there. All right, Simul Tetris here. So we are off to a good start. And of course, we did see Heist earlier decide he's gonna go ask Sharky his thoughts on Big Booty Latinas. So I don't know that Sharky will be as blatantly honest as me, but and of course, Boyo had mentioned destroyed. I mean, I know he's not here anymore. He was destroyed after a 3.5-hour stream. I mean, well, sometimes it destroys me a little bit too. I mean, honestly, like, I may not sound like it at times, but I mean, sometimes, I mean, there are some nights where it's just like, oh my God, I'm like exhausted, you know, like you know, so I mean, it can be draining, you know. Especially when you're someone who, you know, especially when you're someone who has a lot more energy in their commentary, right? Like, you know, which not everybody, you know, not everyone's like that. Like, you know, and that's fine, right? Like, you know, not everyone should be like that, to be honest. Because I mean, that would make me boring by comparison, right? Like, you know. But what's not so boring right now is this pace here from Wolflord, 211. His score, 177 at a Tetris, 200 here for Penguin Panic. So we got a nice, solid game from both players. So Colin may want to get his wallet ready if this can continue here. Because, I mean, again, both players have been doing really solid. In general, I mean, you know, I mean, we got Wolflord, I think, as like a high 800s. You know, Penguin Panic with like a one-off. I mean, both players do have the capability. I think they both have it in them to max. I mean, if they can get that far, I mean, they can definitely max. Like I said, there's a bunch. I mean, honestly, there's a bunch of players that I think could max sooner than later. I mean, I know Grand Design's guy we've been talking about for quite a while. You know, I think could get it. You know, I mean, these two players I think could get it. You know, I mean, I feel like there's just gonna be a whole bunch of players. Like, you know, Milo, I think, has been on a tear lately. You know, in part, you know, thanks to yours truly. I did coach him a little bit. You know, I'm gonna take partial credit for that. But of course, right now these two players, we got one in a bit of a dig here. Wolflord needing a few burns here. That square gonna help alongside the Z and the long bar. Excellent piece sequence there. And there we go. That long bar going to help. One more burn. There we go. His right side's reopened. 350 to 370. Both players looking pretty solid here as we continue to get closer and closer to that 19 transition. 396 through 101 lines for Wolflord. Tetris for Penguin. 397 through 95 lines. So Penguin with the lead on the real-time score and in pace for sure. He's behind in lines on account of some of the burning from Wolflord. Colin checking up on that queue. Yeah, we are on the last match of the night, my friend. Yeah, a little bit of an early night, but I mean, truthfully, that works out kind of good for me because I got some laundry I got to do tonight, honestly. So that works out kind of good. But and that is not me wishing for early top outs because I don't wish for early top outs. I want this to be a good series, but I'm okay with ending a bit earlier. So. Okay with ending a little early. But right now, we got transition coming up. This game, not looking to end early. And I'm also okay with that. Of course, I I don't want it to end early, okay? Like, I'm just okay if it happens. Like, all right. As GD would always say, I want to see some double kill screens here. You know it. I know it. Let's get it done. Hell yeah. Right? But either way, 501 the score for Wolflord. So, yeah, could maybe max this here if he gets 500 boast. I mean, you never know. But definitely going to be tough with Das. Meanwhile, Penguin 507 here at transition. And oh man, so some hangs on the right side for Wolflord. Cannot, I don't think he can get anything more here. Yeah, not even any skims because right side's inaccessible. 532 is final score. Penguin Panic needs to get to 533, so a Tetris will do it. Or some burns. 533 is the score required. Nice dirty triple will do it. And Penguin Panic takes the 2-0 lead. Yeah, it's just, oh my god. Look at that online fact from Saint. First 3 sets minus technical difficulties combined took 45 minutes. That's like barely more than I would expect for like 1 set. So, okay, so basically what Saint is saying is that you all suck from the first 3 sets. That's what he's saying. His words, not mine. No, I think they're all great. I think they're great. By the way, we got 2 readies in the forms of hover 3s. Let's go ahead. Let's count them down. Game number 3 begins in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So it's game point here for Penguin Panic. Wolflord needing a win to stay alive. Penguin Panic looks to win it again. Take another win and stay up there. Stay up there in those Upstarts rankings. So right now he's number 2 and is certainly going to be staying there until after Reckoning, but is looking to just make sure, right? Still going to make sure that he stays there. Doesn't want to take a loss. That was an epic decider, yes. All right, so both players through 3 Tetrises on 100% Tetris rate here. Although now we got a burn from Penguin Panic and from Wolflord, so James Chen would be disappointed, but that's okay. He's not here, so he doesn't know. But oh, Wolflord! Couple misdrops. Oh no. Oh, give him something for the left! Not gonna get it. Case of the Mondays continue.
No! No! No!
Oh no. And that's gonna be a 3-0 sweep from Penguin Panic to end the night. Wow, what a cursed night tonight was in many ways. Yeah, time to go do some laundry, I guess. Man, I didn't want it to end like that. Oh my word. But GG's the Penguin Panic getting it done at 3 games to nothing. Oh my god. Oh man, unfortunate. But in other news, the King has officially opened his store. So go check that out. The link is in the chat right now from King. So go check that out. I'm going to go check that out after this. I've got the link open already. Wow, look at that. New Hey Now shirts. I got one of the OG ones. I'm wearing it right now. I'm wearing one of the OG Hey Now shirts. I've worn it so much that it's starting to fade a bit. So, yeah. And Heist, unfortunately, did miss the match. Yes, that was unfortunate. Yeah, let me go ahead and end it in the queue so it's gone. Yada, yada. Okay, so that'll be it from me for a little while. I'm not going to be doing friendlies again until after Tetris Friendlies Reckonings. That is the 25th, I believe. So, of course, Sharky's thoughts are they are concerning. Well, maybe we can find out. Maybe we can get a recap on that. Maybe we'll, right? Yeah, we'll go ahead and who's all live right now? Yeah, we'll give Sharky a raid. Why the hell not? We'll go say hi. Sharky ones, of course. If anyone's interested in seeing me around, of course, I'll be playing some sets for CTL the next couple days as I look to get the matches done by the deadline. So, but aside from that, I'll be back on Monday, April 25th. So yeah, I'll see y'all then. Bye.